Yeah, I don't know why it keeps going out though.
Greetings, you people! Hello, my kingdoms. Going on? How has it been? This is Briarstone. I do indeed welcome you to Sunday Morning Heroes. We're here once again, and we're about to carry on where we left off. Quill, hello and welcome.
Hey, folks.
And Demonac.
Greetings.
And a kiss for luck.
Hey, you.
All right,
Good
so
morning.
guys, we're having fun. Well, we had fun. You guys are almost dead, so I had lots of fun.
Yeah, you had fun. We had stress.
Yeah,
3, 2, 1.
it was
Crisis.
interesting.
All right, so here's the thing. As time passed, I sort of like moved time really fast for you guys. As the elven support group, if you will, came in.
My daddy came and saved me.
Exactly. Your daddy came in and saved the day. I dare say, almost too late though. That was pretty close.
Hey, I have one whole hit point that I
I
got
was
because
about to
I rolled
say.
20.
That's right.
We were fine. We were fine. He had a hit point. I had 3. I mean, what?
I,
Big
I, only
bad
had,
was down.
I only had 2 orcs on me. I should be able to take 2 orcs while I'm unconscious, right?
Well, you're sleeping. You're cool, right? I know this is true. No, we had this. The big guy was down. We totally had
Yeah.
this. Daddy showed up too late. So,
I have to put in the fact that see, what really scared me about last time was that Tao went toe to toe with something that I thought was probably going to just absolute murder one-on-one combatants, right? That's why he's called Gate Smasher. I mean,
Yeah.
he's like, he brings down walls. Obviously, people are a little bit
He
easier.
did drop me. I did go to negative hit points.
Yeah, and then somehow vengeance or something just clawed at you and you just stood up, regardless.
I wasn't gonna let no damn filthy orc take me down.
No, couldn't
Yeah.
let that happen.
Like, I was just powered purely by rage.
All right. Well, here's the fun part. Now, since we do have the Elven Horde sort of mopping up the rest of the orcs, some of the orcs are sort of straying. They're running away. The elves are sort of like, you know, kind of not
Killing
wholeheartedly.
orcs?
Well, they're not wholeheartedly giving chase. They're just kind of like, just scattering the group, and they're just basically gonna, I guess, well, you can tell right now, they're sort of heading towards Delman Ranch, I guess, to more sort of fortify it a bit more and maybe see what they can do. They've got healers as well coming in.
Hey.
So do we.
Yeah. And the people in and around, the commoners, they're still putting out fires, right? The fires that should not have been lit. Right? I still want to apologize about that.
Are you sure the commoners are putting out fires and not running around outside the city walls trying to die?
Yeah, well, they could be doing that too. Right now, the
the
elves are here.
This time, though.
The elves are here, they save the
This
day.
week, okay.
And now the commoners are giving chase to the orcs. No, I'm just joking. That's not
Chemical crash says loud noise incoming. There's going to be a donation.
Uh-oh, it's going to be the first one of the day.
Everybody, are you ready?
No, I'm never ready. It scares me. Right. Is it still working? This is... Okay, it's not coming yet. Okay. So he's just giving us a really, really long pre-warning. All right. So, right. On the bodies of the orcs that you guys have killed, you're going to find more metal, like the great... Actually, I hear a crackling sound from your speakers, Ava. There's a chemical crash coming in with $50. Thank you very much, man. That is super big, super awesome. Thank you. All right.
We're having a lot of tech difficulties this morning. Briar, you keep like crackling out for me back and forth, or you get all stuttery. Twitch keeps stopping repeatedly, but
yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. I had some problems loading even the small assets on Roll20 this morning, so I'm guessing our internet, our ISP is kind of derping today. Sorry about that. Hopefully it's still going to be watchable for everybody. Can't really do much about it though. Right.
I just keep missing what you're saying. You stutter out. So
Okay.
I may be saying, I'm sorry, say that again a few times because it's happened a lot.
Very good. All right. So anything you guys want to do right now other than heal up? I mean, there is a floating healer around. There's more healers, and I can hear myself coming through your speakers there, Ava. Like
Yeah.
Like, and I hear it. It sounds very nasty. It's very graggly,
Well,
scrudgy.
obviously we want to make sure we loot all the things, because I hear there might be something kind of cool kicking around. I could certainly use a little bit of healing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, somebody has to heal me back up to my feet first before I can start doing things.
Yeah. Probably Eric's top priority. But then I do have to have some entrails stuffed back into my stomach here, so...
Although, I mean, honestly, I don't know about you're not eviscerated. This guy uses, well, no, he uses an axe. Yeah, okay, you're eviscerated. All right.
Yeah, he probably just cleaves down. So, like,
Yeah.
I'm thinking my shoulder has been split open.
Yeah.
You know, and if that was in real life, it should be like 6 months of rehab, and my shoulder would never work properly again anyway.
Yeah.
But since this is a movie or a book or whatever, it's like, oh, shoulder wound, that's just a flesh wound. I mean, that's nothing. Never mind that there are a lot of important tendons and bones and shit in there.
Nah, that's yeah.
But yeah, blood I think is still like pumping out. Psst, 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 psst.
Oh, goody.
Yeah, okay, we're gonna need some really.
I'll run over. I'm right near you. And bandage your sits and then use some spells or something to heal you, because I don't think a Band-Aid's going to do this one.
That might slow it down a little bit. No, you're gonna need some elven healing.
Okay, just rub some dirt in there.
Or get some of those
Yeah.
berries,
That's
right?
always-
Just smash them into the wound and kind of rub it around, make some juice. Right.
Juice.
Save some for
Oh,
later.
God.
Right.
Yeah.
Where?
I'm trying to think.
Special healing
I'm actually
foliage.
digressing a lot because I'm trying to figure out what's going to happen with your father. Right. You know what happens? This is what happens. You see, because you got good elven eyes and everything, you see your father is definitely approaching the camp, and with an entourage, and he spots Govanen first, because Govanen is on the north side of the building. And he's standing there, and he's sort of like waving, right? He sees him too.
Right.
So he sees him, and right now you're pretty badly hurt. I don't know if you're waving or not. It might be kind of hard. Also, I'm getting more of the echo again. I'm sorry.
On mine,
Yeah.
I don't know what to change. I have no idea what to change.
We'll have to get you some earphones.
Yeah. The earphones are amazing.
I have little bud things somewhere.
It's
Well,
not too bad.
yeah.
I'm not really picking it up, so...
No. it's
You
just
sure
up
you're
there.
not just hearing me across the hall?
No, no,
You're not hearing me across the hall. I have everything open. I didn't close any doors. It's too hot.
no. That's not that.
Okay.
That's just a little bit of feedback loop.
I'm sorry.
It's no issue. Let's think this through. Right. So Govan is waving, and he calls out. He says, "Lasan is here." Wow. Yeah.
All excited.
I'm getting myself confused here. I'm trying to think.
This is what happens to me when I'm DMing.
Yeah.
I know I have these people, these characters, and they want to do things, and then I gotta like, actually formulate it. And...
It's bad whenever one of the players decides to ask what an NPC's name is, and it's like, oh,
right. And then you have to try to remember it and think about it.
That's the hardest part of DMing for me. It's like, shit, I forgot to name everyone in this town.
If it's a new person, it's not that bad. The problem is if it's the person you named last session. That's when you're screwed.
Yeah. Remembering what the guard 321 was called.
Yeah, because if it's a new guy, you can just call him like Tholingus or something and just like go with it. But
Tholingus?
trying to remember Tholingus in 2 weeks.
Tholingus. Actually, I could remember Tholingus because it's fun to say. Right? Let's think this. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna sort of like go over. We're not gonna do full dialogue, right? We're just gonna kind of like blend over. And Demon Knight, he dropped again, I guess.
He probably just restarted because I told him his quality was kind of stuck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Lots of technical.
I don't know.
Recently.
On my end.
So anyway, they seem happy to see each other. And Govanen does say the sun is here, and it's sort of like. At this particular point, I'd imagine the sun, you kind of like crest over the top of the building. You catch eye, you see him eye to eye. And his face
How long has it been since you've seen him?
Huh? Yeah, how long?
How long has it been since you've seen him?
3 or 4 or 5 years? Something like that. Yeah.
Wow.
Didn't know if he was coming back or even if I'd ever see him again. So this is actually, I didn't expect this. When he said that last week, he was like, seriously? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool.
Well, I'll tell you what, Govanen right now he's not even really that hurt at all. In fact, he's gonna jump down off the building. I'm gonna say he makes his tumble check because that'll be stupid if he didn't. Actually, no, it'd be fun if he did.
Yeah.
Oh no, he made his tumble check.
I was about to say I'm jumping off the building. I was gonna say I'm jumping off the building to go see my dad, and then I thought, God, I've got like 3 hit points left. If he rolls and I get hurt, I will lay here and die at my father's feet.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure he can bring you back. Right, so Govanen jumps down. They're running up, and there's a nice embrace going on. You could follow as well. I'm not gonna make you roll a tumble check. It was just gonna be funny for Govanen. So there's a little bit of a family reunion going on over there. Tao, not to forget you. You are getting some amount of healing and care. We have what was her name?
I need some amount.
Drina. Drina is heading your way to give you some aid. And outside of that, there's another elven healer heading your way as well. Because out of all the people, you seem like you're pretty badly hurt.
Well, I did go over and use I just didn't roll it. So he had some hit points. Let me find things. God, sorry guys. I said it. It should have happened, right? It should just roll. Come on.
We
do
lost
it.
the demoniac again.
Yeah, I should actually be unconscious. And yet, I think next week, before we play,
You get 11.
we might consider switching over to something else like Skype or something for the audio and video. And also, we'll have to make sure we're set up with headphones on everyone.
Oh, fine.
Why is demoniac up in the top corner of my screen? Is this a Roll20 problem? It could be a Roll20 problem. I hope not.
He's just jumped over to somewhere else.
Yeah, no, he's up here. People can barely see. He's outside the map.
Behind the map.
Yeah, he's hiding behind the map.
That's unusual.
One second, I'm gonna reboot everything. Sorry, guys. This is mildly comical as it is frustrating. All right, I'm gonna have some coffee. All right, tasty. And also, I would like to point out, maybe it's me too, because it seems like my internet is pretty slow. Like I'm not getting all the The things I usually get.
Again.
All right.
I think we're gonna go by echo, so that
We
works.
back in order?
Yeah.
Sort of.
Okay,
Yeah,
alright.
I'm loading my own map. I'm loading my map at like 1/4 the speed that it usually loads. So I'm wondering if it's a Roll20 thing or is it just the fact that my internet today is also kind of poop.
Well, our internet as a whole is fine. I just did a speed test.
Oh, did you? Okay. It might just be Roll20 then, which is unfortunate.
It's pretty weird because I haven't had any issues with my internet outside of this.
Stop it.
All right.
Hush.
Let's think this through.
Oh God, Demonacus Tau. Yeah, people
What?
were moving around there for a bit.
Yeah, for a moment. I'm just gonna skip over, I think, a bit of this. Just because it's gonna be too much for my brain. I've got other things set aside anyway, so we're gonna have plenty to do today. But the family reunion, yes, Tao, you're getting healed, great. Eric, nobody's healing you, nobody cares. Just joking. No, you're getting healed as well.
Well, the villager, the druid, was over by him. No, she was like
Yeah,
right there. So.
Rena was pretty close by.
Okay, yeah. So everybody, you go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and put your hit points back to maximum. You're gonna be able to walk around no issue.
Yay.
Whoa.
The commoners are putting out the fires.
Yeah, I'll help trying to put out the fire once I'm out.
Here's something of note though. Here's something of note.
No.
And you're the only one over there at the moment. I do believe. Is anybody with Lasan's father, with Lasan and Govanen at the moment, or is she just by herself with him? Is there anything?
As far as I know, I'm the only one
You're the
here.
only one there.
I think you're the only
Okay.
one there.
Interestingly enough, Lasan, you noticed that that your father, in embracing Govanen, you know, like looks at him like very happily, right? Very good to see him and everything, and then he immediately just takes his arm, takes Govanen's arm, and pulls back his sleeve. And on Govanen's arm, there's this scaling structure, right? Just on his arm. It seems like it looks to you like it's stone.
Oh, I've seen that in Game of Thrones.
Right? And it's just the scaling structure that's on his arm and everything. And he says, it's worse since I saw you. What have you been doing? So, there's an interesting thing about that. Govanen he doesn't say much. He sort of just nods to your father. And he requests to talk to your father later about the issue. In private, because he doesn't want to, you know, you don't know why. He doesn't want to talk about it right now. So there's that. So there's whatever that's all about.
Whatever that's all about, I grab Govanen by the arm and say, "You're going to be talking to me too."
Well, I mean,
Bro.
maybe. I mean, you can force yourself in on it or whatever. It's totally fine. This is a family issue, and you're part of the family, so maybe just
I
you know,
think
whatever.
so.
Anyway, I'm gonna get rid of these fires. These fires they've had their day. Get gone.
Hey.
What you guys can do now, or at least I suppose Tao and Eric, you guys, well, Eric's dancing around. That's cute. You can go and talk to Chief Delman if you want. Lord of Time coming in with another massive donation, $55. Hope you can get that subscribe button soon. You are awesome, so stay awesome. Thank you very much for that. Right, and I should probably mention that they're probably getting an either. Okay, they're dealing with the body of the dumbass kid that was outside the fence. The only person
They can do that.
the only person who really died, the only named person who really died. Those
Right.
other commoners who died, right? But you know,
Yeah.
they're
It was the
they're
Purge who died. It was one of the other ones, wasn't it?
yeah,
Mr. Too Dumb to Live.
Mr.
Yeah,
T.
we all had Purge pegged as too dumb to live, but he was actually not the one who went out and got knocked down and then died. That was not me.
These bodies, get rid of these bodies, all these dead bodies. Yeah, they're just being taken care of. Otherwise, there's going to be disease. All right, just cluttering up my my view here. There we go.
Yeah, we used them to put out the fires.
There you go. Just flop their
There you
wet
go.
bodies over the top of them. That makes
That
sense.
was-
Smother the blaze.
Probably smells like sweetmeats.
So I'm assuming we're gonna be able to chill and rest here.
No rest for the wicked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, you
Well, that
can
leaves
rest.
me out.
Here's the thing, though. I would like to point out, besides the great axes and everything, which are being, carried over to the forge, to
Yes.
the blacksmith, and being dumped off over there. Besides that, there is the big guy, the gatecrasher guy. He has,
Yeah, with his blur
Ah,
thing.
right.
Yeah, he's got some
Luke
things
Hidden.
on him that are a little bit different. Okay, now he does have a great axe. Or he's got two of them, I should
It's an
say.
acceptable axe.
But he carries one in two hands, and he's got one on his back as well, just in case that one breaks for whatever reason. So there's two of those. And they're also upon him, Tao, if you want to take a look, you'll notice that he has three, I believe it was three, was it three? Yeah, three potions of healing. Right, that he never got to use, because you murdered him. I hope you feel bad.
No.
Yeah.
A, it was clearly
have-
self-defense and not murder. B,
I have
even
this-
if it were murder, murder only applies to sentient beings. Orcs don't even
count.
register. No.
See, I
Yeah,
have
and also
pictures of Tao.
murder is a much lesser crime than drinking our treasure.
Yeah.
I have this picture of Tao, this elf running behind her. Like I give you 11 points of hit points, by the way.
Okay, it was 11.
And somebody else trying to walking behind her, trying to heal her, and she's just going, yeah, just keep up. Well, she's looting this big thing, bleeding all over it.
Yeah.
You know?
All right.
Dark.
Most notably, on the gatecrasher's neck, you find a, what is that?
What is that?
Looting bodies. Right, okay.
Oh, it didn't use up my bonus. It's supposed to add plus 99. There it is.
Looting bodies. Look at this.
Wait, why is it 119?
Because it's Tao.
Oh, right, okay, very good. But you find a brooch, like or a necklace. No, not a brooch specifically, but a necklace. And on that, it's a normal chain, normal like rope, almost like sinew of like animal as well, just sort of coiled together. And on the base of it is this blend, this amalgamation of teeth and as well as like fur. And it's sitting there. It's it doesn't look ugly specifically. I mean, it sounds like it would be like this ugly thing, but it's done in sort of a design. It's very symmetrical, somehow not off-putting. Exactly. But yeah, that's what you find.
Artistic teeth, Bella. Like
So
you.
he's got his great axe, he's got 3 healing potions, and he's got some sort of, I guess we're going to call it an amulet.
Yeah, we can call it that.
Amulet of bone and sinew.
And yeah, that's a very interesting item.
All right, I'm going to put the amulet on.
I like it on. What? Sorry? What was that you said? I want to
So I'm
make
going
sure
to put the amulet on.
you're gonna put the amulet on. Okay, I wanted you to
Yeah,
repeat
what
it so
could
for
possibly go wrong?
posterity's sake.
Can we save first? I'm just.
Save.
Yeah. Make a quick save.
There's no saves coming in DMD. D&D. Right.
Blimey.
Okay,
is like
so
okay.
you put it
Oh
on,
no.
and you feel,
Like dancing.
yeah, you feel sort of lighter, almost. Like you just feel,
Later.
yeah, you feel lighter, and everything around you for a
That's
quick,
enough.
like a very, very quick, like a
Later.
microsecond, seems to like shift, like completely to the left, and then return. It just kind of goes. Everything moves. Like the whole earth just moves on you, and then comes with it. And
Okay.
that's it. That's all you know right now.
I see.
Oh. Can we still see her? She hasn't disappeared
Yeah, no,
or
no, she's
sidestepped
still
into the void or.
Yep.
We'll see what happens in about 24 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. You still see her. She's totally physical and real. Everything's fine. I'm gonna get rid of the big body now because that one's dead. Vagabond. Hello and welcome, and thank you for that $73.01 donation. That is over the top. That is the new one. Very awesome. Thank you.
Craziness.
Right. So, good. Now you guys can rest. You want to rest? You can rest. There's plenty of places to rest. There's makeshift beds in some of these cottages, and a lot of the
Right. I assume Lasanne's gonna want to camp with the elves.
Yeah, might be a thing. But
Lasanne?
Lasanne?
Ava?
I'm going out with the elves.
Okay, yeah. So I'll be
Yeah,
going
that's
out
what I was
with
saying.
her.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
You didn't hear my head rattling this morning because I'm sorry. I just okay.
We just want to make sure.
Okay. That's enough. Go.
I think Eric's just gonna grab a 2x4, put it in his lap. He's just gonna find a nice corner of the buildings, maybe near the fort or something like that. He's just gonna like sit down, propped up against a wall, holding the 2x4, and just kind of like rest there.
You can do that. Sure.
I'm in a room that I don't like. We rest.
Woodstone coming in with $51.10. Thank you, man.
Hi,
This is an
God. Nice
amazing
this
day.
morning,
All right.
guys. You're being wonderful. Thank you.
It would be
Really
very
nice.
wonderful because I feel like I dropped the ball this morning. I'm like stuttering and I don't have the action coming forth with but thank you.
Yeah, we needed to put a disclaimer across here. We have been trying to have a life. Now we're just burnt.
Yeah. I did make a tweet last night before sleep. I said that in dog beers I've only had 2, right? It's a craft beer festival, right? So we went to that and it was a fantastic evening. That I remember. Very good. So you guys can sleep. We can jump ahead to that
Yes.
sort of
we can jump
scenario.
ahead.
Yeah.
Sitting around the campfire, chatting with Dad, finding out what he's been doing, and
Right. So your dad, your father, since last you saw him, has gone up in rank. Really, he now commands his own battalion of elves, right? And yeah.
goosebumps. Woo,
Yeah,
right
he
from
is.
that. Thank you.
He is very, very well regarded, highly respected by the elves of the High Forest, and specifically, they are already set about the task of like removing the orcish threat from this area of the world. Like it's sort of been a blight almost, like a blight upon the land. They've been progressing more and more in number. Now it's not just all battle. There's been diplomats sent out. There's been all these sorts of endeavors to kind of reach a sort of a what do you call it there?
Truce.
A truce, yeah, something to say, you know what, you can have this, just don't take this. That sort of thing's been going on, which of course the orcs have disregarded, or at least the majority have, because this is the issue. This is what's, you've seen what's happened. So, but outside of that, he has been also tasked with trying to figure out what happened to Govanen. See, Govanen has it's not a disease, right? It's not a disease. It's some sort of sorcery. And from what Govanen from what Govanen can remember, is that he was in Mirabar at the time when he was at a noble's party. Right, and this noble throws grand parties, and for whatever reason, on this evening, things just went to hell. Everybody started to attack each other. It was like not a drunken bouts of fighting and revelry like that. It just kind of went completely violent.
Like that church scene in The Kingsman or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of like that. Just like it doesn't really have, and he cannot recall what happened exactly. But what he does recall is coming eye to eye with something that was wearing a hood, and the hood was moving, writhing around, and they caught sight of each other, and he felt like his very existence was being assaulted.
Okay. We already know that there's some NPC got mentioned somewhere that may or may not be like a Medusa type thing.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Yes.
could be.
Yeah. Marlos was the name that we had attached to
We
it.
saw it in a
When we heard the orb. or whatever.
Tao saw it in the orb, yeah.
And the name was Floyd. Was it Floyd?
Marlos?
Marlos.
Yeah,
Floyd, comma pink.
Should have been Floyd.
Yeah. But anyway, so that was an issue. He almost felt like he was about to. He felt like he was about to die standing there, but he didn't. However, and what he did instead is despite feeling like he couldn't move, he moved and he made an advance that he doesn't remember why he would even make this advance. He was just aggravated. He was just mad all of a sudden. And he charged at this individual. And before he got there, the individual just sort of like faded and disappeared. And since then, he's had a really, really, it's growing. It was growing before. They did some chants and they did some spells back in High Forest. And it shrunk, right? But it's growing back again.
So he only just barely made his save.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, so there's an issue there, and that might be the reason he's also been missing a lot with his attacks.
Oh,
so
it's a curse of rolling ones.
Yeah, it's a curse of rolling bad. Anyway, so that's the story.
Okay.
Hey, we have a song here. I said Floyd because you have that Floyd the cephaloid hat thing is what I was thinking. And then somebody mentioned pink. He says, all in all, it's just another Medusa in the wall.
All in all, indeed.
We get some songs going here, guys. Wow, so he's turning into stone.
Yeah.
Oh, we
It's a
have
bit of
to
an
fix
issue.
this.
Yeah.
Heck with these stupid
They don't really know how to fix it exactly.
death
I
wish
mean-
villagers. We got to take care of my brother.
Yeah, and because of that too, your father has said specifically he has demanded. He's not asking. He's demanded that Govanen go back to the High Forest with him, and they're going to try to take care of this issue. So Govanen is leaving your party. So just so you know.
Fine.
Right.
What part of the High Forest?
Well, yeah, it's
the high part.
inner part. So not the outskirts, but the inner part.
The high part.
Yeah.
Thanks.
The upper part.
I appreciate that.
Um,
That's good.
Right. So that's basically that bit of interestingness. And outside of that, I think everybody's probably gonna sleep and probably sleep hard because there's been a lot of labor to survive in this whole endeavor. And probably I think we can skip on to the next day if you guys want.
Yeah.
Is that fine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah.
So despite all the things that's gone on, you guys have 3 health potions. There is a amulet that Tao is currently wearing. Interestingly enough, Tao, you have a really, really bad time sleeping.
Because of what? You broke up completely. I didn't hear any of that.
I said Tao had a really hard time sleeping.
Well, I've got this
Weird, 'cause
pain
I
in my
can hear it.
shoulder.
Well,
Wait, we should
no.
start taking healing potions one each, just to say.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. 3 potions, 3 PTs. That sounds appropriate.
No,
You're saying I'm having
specifically, you
bad
had a voice
dreams?
in your head. You had a voice in your head,
Voice?
and it said specifically, champion of Gate Smasher. Do you swear fealty to me?
Probably not.
Probably not.
I doubt that very much.
You doubt it? Okay.
I doubt that very much.
Well, you wake up in the morning. Actually, it's early morning. Actually, you don't get as much sleep as everybody else. Everybody in and around you also don't get a lot of sleep. Because for whatever reason, when you are finally woken up, you have spent the last several minutes destroying furniture in that room.
I've been sleep fighting.
Yeah. You have been fighting and you have been destroying furniture. Like you've been
That could
throwing.
have been worse.
you've
I
just been,
thought
like,
we were gonna find out. I thought we were gonna find out that the necklace attacked you.
No.
Started like biting you with all its teeth and stuff like that.
It's
You don't
turning
remember
Tao into
why.
Tao the widow gate smasher.
Yeah. You don't remember why you were, but you were definitely under some sort of, something had you. and you were fighting your way out of it.
Nice jewelry there, sweetheart.
So I
Now
guess
here's the question: can you take it off?
Well, and I might try that later, but here's the thing. Tao is a psionic mystic. Her ability and skills all stem from her incredible amount of willpower that she can exert and physical self-control. Like, it hasn't really been shown off yet, except for the fact that I get advantage on initiative checks and stuff like that. But I can move faster, react faster than the average person can. I've got a bunch of physical moves. I can actually heal my own wounds by focusing my mind on my body, which hasn't come up yet. I think, or Tao thinks, that she can subdue the amulet and to her will.
Totally.
By working on it.
Psionic
She knows what she's
power.
doing. So she's going to keep it on for another day.
Okay, very
And
good.
try to overpower this the ego of the item or whatever it's connected to.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, we have ourselves a challenge. It's going to be amazing. There might
But
be
for
some
today,
roles
she's
for
got like big bags under her eyes.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
It's just the first night, so I'm not going to give you any minuses to throws and saves and stuff like that. That's going to be that's not now. Right. So next day, I'm going to get rid of this buddy. That big, get him out of the way. There he is. So he's gone. He's been removed. Possibly.
So do we have to start like taking turns guarding at night in case Tao just goes zonk and kill us?
Yeah, I don't know.
She's got the ability to do that.
You figure out if either of Gatecrasher's axes was magical or anything?
No, his axes, they were just massive and notched with many battles.
Okay, not
Other
interesting.
than that, no.
Phew.
Normal. So.
Electrified fen, that was awesome.
The interesting thing is you are approached by, because, what's his name? Kerbin, I think his name was. Kerbin Delvin. The master, if you will, of the nobility, if you will, of the ranch. Anyway, he says, he calls all the fighters and all the people who helped, all even the commoners themselves, the people who were, escorting equipment, the bolts and the arrows and the supplies and the meds and stuff like
People
that.
who were in charge of wetting down the roofs so they wouldn't burn.
Yeah. So he calls everybody into the center of the camp, and he starts to thank everyone for helping to save the ranch. There was minimal damage done to the ranch despite the horde that was coming to totally overrun it. He could not have done it without their help. And he systematically starts giving out, him and his son here, this one here.
Yeah.
And you can see there's a bit of a pained look, still an expression on his face, but he's kind of hiding it. And, you don't really have to make a check for it. He did lose his son, right? So there's that.
It wasn't even the one we thought was the dumb one, so that hurts.
Yeah. So anyway, you guys, a little bit of money is just kind of like giving out like the same amount of money to all the commoners, and then after the commoners kind of like move and shuffle out, and they're leaving by way of the gates as well. A lot of them you can probably tell are moving out to go see what was left of their farms. He has the other guys shuffle through to as well. The interesting thing is the knight that was there, Ernest Stoutblade, that was there to protect him. He was first in line, and he gets his payment, and he starts leaving by way of Belliard. You can see he's going out the other gate. Looks like he's going back to Belliard. And now it's your turn. He gives each of you, in turn, he gives you 75 gold. Each. And the reason for that bonus and everything is very, very specific. You had a certain amount that if people lived, you had a certain amount that you were going to be given, but the extra comes from the fact that his farm is still functional, right? Yeah. There's some burned thatch and stuff like that which can be fixed, but it's still a functional ranch, and even the animals survive. They're everything's fine in that regard.
Yay!
Yeah, so you guys did a really good job.
There's also the axes that we brought in, the axes that we gave them before, right? We were going to negotiate a price for them afterwards. If we didn't like it, then we just keep them.
Right. Yeah, we're selling him the axes for the defense.
Yeah.
Right. What he does, I forgot about that. What he does is he refers you to the dwarves, the two brothers there, over near the forge. He refers you to them because they will be using the material, first of all, and secondly, they are in charge of that whole area. So that it'll be their decision on what they offer you because they get paid for their work, and so they're buying the material.
Okay.
So,
All right.
and
So we
I'll
got
tell you
that
what,
information.
this is what'll happen. Let's see. How many was it? How many axes did you guys bring? Do you remember the count?
Was it 4 or 6?
8 by my count, actually.
Was it 8?
Okay.
Okay, 8.
Mhm.
And they're actually
Take your
Plus,
word for it, 'cause it's bigger.
plus a couple of javelins.
Yeah, there were 2 javelins.
Because from the wagon fight, there were 6 great axes, 2 javelins, and then I wrote down plus 2 great axes afterwards from one of the other orc encounters. So,
Okay.
Okay. So is anybody got an appraisal check that they can make?
and actually 9 if you count the axe from Gate Scratcher. Appraisal's not a skill anymore, but int.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's just charisma. You know what? If you don't have the appraisal, go charisma.
Well,
Because you're trying to bargain and haggle that sort of
Okay.
thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, that's good enough. All right, so what we're going to do
Nice.
is you're going to get, you'll get 20 gold pieces for the lot.
oh, okay. So can you call it
Yeah.
21? It's divisible by 3.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you know what?
So
Yeah,
I
you're right. Let's do
always
that.
gotta
It
be
is, it
better.
is. Yeah, we'll go that way.
Negotiating.
That makes sense.
7
So everybody-
gold each.
7 gold each. That'll work. There's also
Yeah.
equipment that you guys can get from here. If you need any repairs done to equipment, that sort of thing. But specifically, if you want to upgrade your armor, if you have enough money for that sort of thing, you can do that here. Upgrade your weapons. If there's anything you want to do about that, you can do it here.
I upgrade weapons. Well, we won't be doing that kind of thing now, will we?
Just like
Getting
Gaia,
better
thank you
armor
for
is
that
pretty
donation.
expensive.
Jessica. Aw.
Working on Sunday should be forbidden under Geneva Convention.
I agree.
Yeah. I would like just to play some D&D on Sunday.
I agree.
Thank you very much.
Yep, thanks.
Uh-oh. Bella's getting chastised.
But
It might work.
Yeah. Fen Gadita said, I'll haggle for 20 gold. Bill haggles for 1. That's right.
There you go.
I made my charisma check.
That's good. It's good. I like it. As you guys are doing that, who was it there? It was you're going to be approached. Right. You know what? It's Kerbin. It'll be Kerbin.
Yeah.
We'll approach you, Demon Knight, because you're still doing that whole gather information for your brother,
Eric.
that sort of thing.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
I was going to ask the dwarves. Like, hey, guys, you do a pretty good job there. Have you seen my brother, Alexei? It's a little bit like me, but, shorter, not as wide.
Okay. They do recall. Well, one of them does. What's his name? Yeah, he's got a name. Oh no, he's got a name. His name is Guard. So guard number 1. I'm terrible. All right, I'm gonna call him Stoutheart. Stoutheart. He
There we
says when he was shopping in Belliard a few days ago, he had hello and welcome. Thank you for hitting that follow button. He had another donation.
Nice.
Right. Awesomeness.
Hello.
Togi, thank you very much. Keep up the good work. Loving the D&D. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Zach, hello. Good to see you. And yes, I know.
So he says when he was in Belliard, he was getting supplies, like blacksmithing supplies and that sort of thing. And when he was there, he did see someone by your, of your description, someone who looks very similar to you, and of course lighter.
Yep.
And the last he recalls, because he even left with the entourage that was heading out of Belliard to the southeast. He left with that entourage because it was well guarded. He figured he can go, a few, like a couple miles that way before he decided to break off and head towards Delman Ranch.
Right.
He left with them. But that individual that you're asking about, he remembers him leaving as well. And it only occurred to him later because after all the rumors and everything started going, it's like, oh wait, that was the delegation train from Mirabar. That's what that was. So your brother perhaps is part of the delegation, which is not good because last he heard, there's rumors about it flying everywhere, is that the delegation was attacked. And nobody has seen hide or hair of any member of the delegation since that event. So
when was this? What was the time frame?
More than a week ago. Or sorry, more than a 10-day. There we go.
10-day.
Which will put it. So go ahead.
Did you see anyone there with weird gold mask? Something with gold mask I heard about earlier.
A gold mask?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see a gold mask.
Something like that? Okay. No, it's very helpful. I don't know. I'll buy them some drinks or something.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah, whenever available. Because
it's like minimal silver. It's fine. You don't have to like.
Yeah, it's not that relevant. But I'm trying to figure out. But I'm just like lost in thought now. I'm trying to figure out because that story we heard from someone else about man in a gold mask, which was weird.
Mm-hmm.
You remember when the time frame was on that? Him?
Thank you, Jasper. The time frame for that, it would make not insight but a wisdom. Oh, yeah, wisdom check.
Wisdom check, just unmodified wisdom.
Yeah.
And boink.
Just as long as you can. Yeah, you hit it minimum.
Not terrible.
Right. So you kind of put together that, and you're quite certain that it seems like it would probably be around the same time frame.
Okay, I was just trying to figure out if the gold mask is something they'd seen after the delegation left, which would potentially mean that he had been with them but snuck out or something, or it was before they left.
Well, you remember that that the story that you heard was that the guy in the golden mask was nowhere to be found after the delegation left.
Right. Okay. That sounds right.
Yeah. So nobody knows what happened to the guy in the golden mask, right? So there's that.
So now I really need to find out about that stupid delegation.
Mm-hmm. Which is actually quite good because you have already been tasked with it, if I remember correctly. Wasn't it?
Is that the Barge Inn? Is that the same thing or no?
Back in Red Larch, I think you were sort of tasked with finding it or bringing back information about it by the constable.
Isn't that why we headed up this way in the first place?
Yeah.
Was looking for this delegation, and then we saw the fight going on out in the country. We could see the smoke and stuff, and we ended up out here in war.
It was like on a quest, and then you guys are like orcs.
Yeah, we came here because we knew there were orcs.
Yep.
That's why we came here.
But the delegation was in this, like up here, right? This wasn't that why we were coming?
That's what
I
Who remembers?
I forgot. Yeah.
I don't know.
So, you guys can you're going to be saying your goodbyes pretty soon here, Lisan. Unfortunately, your father is as being a leader of the battalion, he's a very busy guy, so you can't even stick around. But you're elves, whatever.
We'll be around for another few years.
Yeah, you're around for you have time. Time doesn't mean as much to you guys, which most people are envious of. But anyway, so you guys are free to do whatever you want now. You can even go across the plains, and make lots of survival checks.
Wow,
or you can go back to Belliard.
So Belliard, we can go looking for this caravan thing. There was something. Didn't we take a job down in Bargerite that we just sort of ignored then? We took like a took a half.
I took something.
Yeah,
right?
That was something
What was
that was
that?
for Tau.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tau. We took like half the money up front and then went, okay, we'll go somewhere else or something.
Yeah. Barge Right Inn, you know this geographically. Barge Right Inn is in the entirely different direction. Like it's way to the south from where you guys are.
No.
It's east from where we were. It's east from Red Larch.
Yeah.
And yes, we have to check out the Barge Right Inn for the Zentrim. They only gave us 50 gold up front. There'll be 350 gold waiting for us on return if we decide to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys.
I guess the barge ride in is what southeast. It's about as far from Red Larch as we are now. We're northeast and it's southeast. So
Yeah, I don't
it's
remember
a
what
ways.
specifically we're supposed to check out.
There's a road that goes directly there. The Desarin Road actually goes right from Belliard to almost to the barge ride in.
Yeah, and the interesting thing about that is that it also is the same road that the delegation took. So, you guys are doing really good. I mean, if this was World of Warcraft, what you're doing is you're going around, you're collecting all the needed quests, so that you can kind of go and just complete them right in a line.
It feels like.
So
Too many options.
Could you remind me specifically what we were supposed to do at the barge ride? And I just have it written down that we're supposed to check it out.
Right.
Yeah,
the Zentarum have been because they basically own that as a hub. They have been losing some amount of cash flow, and it's a leak. There's a leak somewhere, or somebody's doing.
They need an audit.
They need an audit, yeah, basically done. And it's not going to be a paperwork audit. It's going to be a look around, sneak around, try to gather information, mystery type
stealing
of
from the business.
Yeah. Which is going to be tough because this is like these are thieves and spies. So you're going to be trying to out thief and out spy a thief and a spy, right? So it's going to be a lot of fun if you guys get that far.
Okay, Briar, you do have a special request here from John Poe. Please make a quest where they collect 10 bear hides. Or behind. Oh, behinds. Oh, God.
Well, okay, you know what? If I do that...
4 bears have behinds for some reason.
Yeah. I was going to say that. If I do that, then it's like going to be... I'm going to get 1 in 10. Only 1 in 10 bears actually have a behind.
Terrible drop rates.
I know. Yeah. And Jasper, thank you for the donation, sweetie. I didn't hear a noise, but I never do. There you go.
No, Jasper, yeah, I saw it. I said thank you. I believe I did.
No, I don't think you did, but thank you.
Just a little something for the Lord, overlord, the Lord. Thank you.
Oh, yes.
Then I suppose we could go in that direction then, since we have, the delegation thing. I'm still not 100% sure.
There's something we need to find delegation. They say maybe something with my brother there. Doesn't make sense, but I have like 0 leads other than
It's fine.
Makes sense.
And in my opinion, the advance from the Zents is non-refundable. So whether or not we find time to maybe look into their little problem or desire to do that is a whole other thing. And in terms of presenting it to these two, I will probably not mention the Zentrim connection. I will say that someone I know said that this inn is having some trouble potentially with some people stealing from them. Maybe one of the employees or something like that. And if we decide we have time, we can look into that if we're there. Yeah. I mean, it's all true. I don't lie.
Yeah.
Just omit
a few things.
Omit.
Yeah. Well, lie
do I not
omission,
know
is
this
that,
stuff about
is that
you?
a thing in the court of law? I think so. Anyway. What was that, Ava?
I suppose I know this stuff about Tao anyway, don't I?
Yeah. Well, actually, I don't know. Do you tell?
No.
She tell?
Well, you know that I was a sort of an assassin for hire in Waterdeep.
The Widow.
The Widow, yeah. I'm not sure if I would have specifically said that a lot of my jobs came from the Zentarim.
Okay.
That's an interesting point that I'm not sure about. In any case,
Okay.
Maybe you do know, but I don't tell you about that. This one is still that I'm still working a connection.
Okay.
That I haven't
Remember,
actually
when you gave up being the widow, you gave up being with the Zentrim.
Yeah.
The
That's what I
assumption
would
you let everyone assume that you don't do that anymore.
Yeah. So it's like one of those, those addicts and things. Like, no, I've quit. I'm fine. And then you go off sneaking, and you're taking the drug.
That's my
whatever.
friend.
Yeah.
The drug.
And now she's beating things up in the middle of the night just to add a little bit of flavor to the mix. This is good.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. We're level
There you go.
3
I think
now.
I like that. I think that's going to lead to more drama llama.
We like drama.
Ooh.
All right. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna suggest, because the road is back in Belliard, so you guys could have to head from here back to Belliard. Lasan, if you're saying your goodbyes to your brother Govanen as well as to your father, and
Okay, yes.
it's kind of a sight to see, watching these elves, like in perfect uniform and like unison, sort of like get in
And
line
beautiful.
and
So beautiful.
move out. Right? It's just like step for step, like completely autonomous. Really, just going.
The long reddish hair. Oh,
Yeah.
my daddy's awesome.
Yeah.
Totally.
They feel like they've broken it enough. Actually, you know what? I forgot that bit. There was a small subsection of that group that's actually going north. There's only like a small amount of them, but they're probably scouts.
Oh,
Just
good.
to see what's going on up that way, just to find out whether
Or we
they're gonna
could offer to go help. We could go with the elves and help clean up orc situation.
You technically could, yeah. You can do whatever you want to do. It's just free agents on that whole front.
I don't know. There's a whole elven army doing that right now. That's probably going to be fine.
They took care of orcs pretty good here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right. But you guys are going to be lauded as heroes. Getting back to Belliard. Are you going to Belliard or are you following north? Sorry.
Sure. We'll go to Belliard
Okay. So going back to Belliard,
if that's okay with you guys.
Yep.
Yes, no, definitely.
Just to find the road. That's where the road basically is. And of course you can stop over there because by the time you get back to Belliard, it's going to be later in the day, and you can also spend one more night before you head out if you want, or you can leave by the road, and it'll be nightfall before you.
It's a ways. Yeah.
It's gonna be
a ways.
it's gonna be a ways. You're gonna have to camp along the way. But anyway, so back in Belliard, news has already traveled, right? I don't know. You don't really know how that works. It's somehow.
All those farmers that left the day before we did.
Oh yeah, well they did live a few hours before you did. That's true. Some of them did, and some of them did leave by way of Belliard.
We spent the night, didn't we? We spent the night with the elves, and it was the next day, and there
Yeah.
were people
I
going
think
home.
most of those
and-
people stayed the night too, because it was the invasion went into the night, didn't it? That got kind of confusing, actually.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it did. I did a really bad because I was focusing so much on the rules, right?
Yeah.
I kind of failed
No,
in
it was
the whole
good.
presentation of what happened.
So it was like 10 rounds, but it was supposedly went into the night.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was late. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It was a long battle, several hours long, and of course the elves sort of like came in like Gandalf and Helm's Deep. Right? They're here to save you, but you had pretty much already saved yourselves, to be honest. But whatever. Good on that. That's why you got a lot of cash. So you guys get back to Belliard, and yeah, people see you, they notice you, they recognize you. Got some renown now in Belliard, and also Erned Stoutblade. Was it Stoutblade? What was his name? Jesus, I can't remember this guy's name. Yeah, Stoutblade. Erned Stoutblade meets with you. He sees you as he's putting down a pint. He's telling you like sort of these grandiose stories. He's got his arms in the air. He turns around, he sees, and those guys over there, right? He just kind of like points in your general direction with a wavy finger. And people, and then some of the guys kind of look over and they start like whooping and hollering. They start waving at you, that sort of thing. And one of them is a blacksmith of Belliard, and he asks, "Is there anything he can do for you?"
Well, could use heavier armor, but I don't have money for full plate right now. Very expensive.
He mentions that armor is would take a bit. If you're okay for waiting, he could give you his best work at 40% of the cost.
Wow.
40%. Wow.
That's pretty awesome.
No kidding.
So it'd be 600 gold for full plate.
Yeah, and he is going
We're
to
able
etch
to
his...
wait a week. If we waited a week and pooled our money, we could get me full plate. I don't know if everyone wants to pool money.
Well, the question is, how time dependent do we feel that chasing down the delegation is?
That's the other thing.
That is
I
another
want to
thing.
get on that too.
And you can put it on layaway. We can come back later.
Yeah, he can start making it now. If you guys want that, he'll start making it now, and when you come back, you'll have it. So,
That's an idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna work out that we'll never like come back here and we'll get screwed. But I
that
could.
could happen. That is a jerk ass DM thing to do.
But
How long does it
it
take?
seems reasonable to me. Yeah.
How long is it going
It's
to
going
take?
to take him closer to a week.
Yeah.
Because
Mm,
it's
yeah,
the
that's
type,
pretty
if it was like a
awesome.
chain shirt or something like that, it's it's not as time consuming because he's got other people that can help him Help
And
him.
he
Yeah,
doesn't
full
have
plate
one
takes time.
kind of like half made that he could customize for Eric.
I'm an odd size.
Yeah, you kind of get the idea that he's going to get a lot of fun out of making the armor because it's something he doesn't generally do. He knows how, but he
Mostly
makes
making horseshoes and stuff.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He makes more of the mundane things.
You know, I'll give him like a down payment of like pretty much all my money. I'll give like 240 gold.
He waves your money. He's like, no, just pay me when you come back. Pay me upon.
All right, that works a lot better.
Woohoo!
Okay. All right, I'm going to insist on giving him 100 gold because I think it's ridiculous. He can't pay for all the materials up front and have to do that all in his own pocket. I will give him 100 gold.
He will definitely
Yeah.
take it, and he will definitely. He's like, and he looks to Ernest Stoutblade, and he's just like so happy. He's like, wow, these guys are amazing. So you just kind of get that good feeling, right? You got that good feeling bubbling up.
Cool.
So that's
As far
the
as
thing.
I can tell, Tao's wearing pretty much the best armor that she can wear and still get, her dex contribution. So, I mean, strictly speaking, if I went to full plate, it would increase my AC, but then I get disadvantage on stealth and stuff.
That'd
So
be
that would
terrible
be
for
bad.
you.
Yeah, you don't want the disadvantages on the stealth.
Yeah.
I think I'll just save my money for now. I can reinvest it into my bakery.
Unless this guy's got amulets that make you break things, or hot rings or something to buy. I think I've got as good as it's going to get.
There is a charm shop, and if
charm.
yeah, there's a charm shop here, and it's nothing outrageous. But you can, if you want, you do have some renown in this town now. You can go into that shop and you can, if this person hasn't already heard enough about you, you may be able to haggle with them and get something nice.
That sounds like weird stuff to me. Armor, I can understand.
Yeah.
I wish I had time to craft it myself, but yeah. I also have other things to do.
Yeah.
But no, that's greatly appreciated if you can do that for me, and we'll hopefully swing back here and pick it up.
Okay. So you guys
I
can
gotta
spend the night here?
I'm gonna go with him while he does all my measurements and stuff.
Right.
We would be spending the night.
Yeah, you're gonna be spending the
I'm
night.
just thinking, based on the time and the map and spaces, we're probably into the third. Like tomorrow morning will be like the third day, sort of thing. So, yeah, can this guy do a Fen? Let's say I could bling out her bow, other than putting gold leaf on it, or something. Is there anything this guy could do to make it better?
He has a bedazzler.
Yes, that's what I need. Just little.
I hear speed holes make the arrows go faster.
Speed holes, yeah, there you go. That's
A bedazzler. And when he said bling, that's what I pictured. The little plastic gems glued on all along the edge of the bow.
bedazzle your bow.
Oh my goodness.
Right. So you guys can sleep.
Well, before I go to sleep,
I know.
since we had some more time and I'm preparing, I make sure that I take an hour before sleep to properly sit in my room and meditate. I light some incense and I meditate and think on the teaching of a Pensor, one of the not very well-known gods of Forgotten Realms. In fact, was almost completely gone for a while. But he is basically the god of scions and things like that, scions and monks. And so I really try to center myself as much as possible. I focus on my psionic energy as much as possible. Didn't use any PowerPoints today, so my psyche should be at its full strength. And I'm preparing as much as possible to do psionic combat in sleep, to gain proper dominance over this item. Because in my mind right now, I'm assuming, Tao is assuming, that the sort of voice she heard is the ego of perhaps a sentient item. Now, that may not be the fact, but that's what she's sort of assuming. She's like, okay, I'm gonna subdue and take control over the item in my sleep.
And I had a moment when you started this picturing Tao was trying to get her psychic power up, and I'm thinking, so we're all going to be dead by morning.
Interesting. That is another thing, though. Are you guys sleeping together in the same room, or like?
No, we got
rooms?
money, man.
Yeah,
We can
same
get a
room.
room in the inn. It's
Yeah.
great. And I definitely want to pray.
Not sleeping with Tao tonight. No.
I know I need the
Opposite
space.
end of the hall, please.
Yeah. All right. So, right.
So
Okay.
Eric before bed spends 30 seconds thinking about all the times in the last couple of days that an attack would have been stopped if he had 2 points more armor class from full plate. Then he's going to go to sleep.
Very good. So two things are going to happen tonight. I'm just trying to figure out which one I want to do first.
The full plate?
Well, no. Okay, I'm gonna do I'm Eric. I'm gonna do you first because we did Tao earlier. So Eric, I'm gonna right. So Eric, as you are as you know that night, that evening, you I'm hearing myself again. It's all fuzzy.
Yep, I'm also hearing that.
Okay. I'm trying to think how I should preface this. You have
I have been noticing some weird things. I keep forgetting to ask them about it. I'm kind of assuming it's part of the weird elemental thing, but it's very strange to me how it never got dark for like the last 2 days. Like normally at night it gets dark, but it just hasn't. Like, if I can
We're
still see everything.
kids.
because Eric has dark vision now.
it's never really been fully dark. I don't know why.
I don't know. I don't see how the orcs could be doing that, but it's probably the elemental thing, like the weird rainstorms and stuff.
You have you see you see your brother. Clear as day. You know, we just got it. Boom. Vision of your brother.
Wow.
And
while he sleeps?
While you're sleeping, yeah.
Yeah.
And you see him, well, you see basically just the back of him. And he's walking ahead of you.
It's a dream, so you still it's that person, whether or not you have the information, because it's a dream. Because
right, exactly.
Just,
you know it.
Yeah,
exactly. You don't see. Yeah, exactly. You just know. But he's walking ahead of you, down this path. And you're walking, just behind him, just sort of step for step, and he keeps getting further and further ahead of you, even though it seems like you're walking the same speed, and you start to panic just a bit because he's getting too far ahead of you. So you start running, and you're running, and he's still walking the same speed, but he's still getting ahead of you, right? And then all goes black, and then comes right back again. And you see your brother's face, only it's stone. And then, make a will save.
Don't.
We cut there. He's got a patch of gray on his arm. Ah!
That'd be no good. That's not good.
Okay, right. All right.
It's like a 6.
We'll save harder.
Yeah, so you wake up immediately following that in a complete start. And at that particular roll, you're going to be just yelling. You're just screaming out loud.
Just bellowing.
Yeah, bellowing out. And what happens is that as you start to yell, what stops you from yelling immediately as you just start to erupt is this voice. And it says, to you, he says, "Make for me the weapon." And that's it.
Hey, I need more information. What do I need?
You don't get to talk about that. You're just kind of like, and in fact, you're going to be for the next few hours, basically for the next 12 hours, you're going to be shaken.
Yeah.
So you're going to be.
We heard him yelling. I'm assuming if he's screaming in here, wake up, go down the hall, bang on his door. Eric, are you okay? What's going on?
Right. So Eric? You guys, yes, Lasan, you totally hear him. Now you guys can sort of like come together and you can talk things out.
But Tao doesn't hear.
You don't hear anything.
I was just saying, I'm assuming Tao is like tossing and turning. She's having those dreams and visions and things. She's
So. Interestingly enough, Tao, how many points in total do you have? Not points, like how many psionic points do you have in total? Because you didn't
14.
use any. Yeah, 14?
Yeah, 14 power points at level 3 as a mystic.
Okay. So make a will save.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Oh.
How does a natural 20 work for you? Does that work?
That's pretty good. So what happens is you hear the voice in your head again. And it doesn't actually ask you this time. It says, "Swear fealty to me." And you wake up, you snap out of it just in time as and you catch it. You catch your hand, dagger in hand, bam, right in front of your eye. And you're looking at it. And you're just like, you're holding it. So you're basically, actually make a Constitution save as well.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Can I luck that?
So
I'll luck that.
you're gonna luck it?
There.
Okay. So
These
as
men have interesting night lives.
yeah, that dagger is just inches away from your eye, and it's still coming at you.
Oh, the
You
one
can't-
eye!
You can't quite stop it. You can't quite stop it, and so you decide at the last moment you just kind of are able to move your head to the side, and instead of your eye, it takes a nasty gash right across your skin. Right? And yeah, you're gonna need some bandages for that one. All right, but you still have both eyes.
So I'm there trying to just like underplay, explain away whatever was going on, and like change the topic, and then like you start screaming, and I was like, hey, sounds like Tao having problem, like something serious.
Tao is actually quite silent at this
on
whole
over
thing.
that way.
Yeah. Tao would actually be quite silent. Unless, of course, Tao, you want to talk about it now. Be like, oh my god, but you
Okay.
because in this whole struggle, you're tight-lipped. Every amount of energy you have is focused on having that dagger stop. So
Yeah.
Okay.
So just like my sheets are just soaked through with sweat.
A little bit of blood, just a tiny bit of blood.
yeah.
Yeah, just
Sorry about that,
that.
Buttercork. That's right. I
Yeah.
need to get the rolls visible. So that's the rolls. So you got it.
So yeah, so okay, so I don't have that excuse. I don't know, just been starting to have crazy nightmares. Maybe it's because there's like no night anymore, you know, like how it doesn't get dark now. That weird elemental thing. It's just I don't know. Is that not bothering anyone else?
It'll be fine. You're just, you're growing up. You're developing new skills. It's always like this for some of us.
So it just seems fine to you that this human's just like not seeing the darkness. It's like,
I don't know.
It happened to you. You went through puberty. You got your night vision and whatever. Like,
Eric, this is the way it's supposed to be.
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe your whatever saved you is developing new abilities for you. You're finally getting normal like the rest of us.
And Quill is asking
Poor
people
guy.
about what he should do with the amulet.
Poor guy.
It is strange.
Oh, wear it. Of course they're going to
Well,
say
wait.
wear it. Keep it with you.
Keep it.
Oh, cast it into the fire. Kill it. Destroy it. Would Tao think she's winning the battle? Take it off and sell it. Keep it. Give it to Frodo.
You just need one of those sleeping blindfolds, but
Let's
made of chainmail.
Or swear fealty, yeah. You could just like accept it. You know?
No, sleeping blindfold made of chainmail. That's all you need.
Tink. Right. Or you. No, that doesn't work. It's just like, yeah, just stop it. You know, just that'll work. No.
No.
Okay, so you guys are about to leave, I'm guessing. Unless, of course, you guys want to do anything else in town, you can just leave now. You can go by way of the same road, the Desserin Road, which takes you through the Desserin Valley, mind you. You can make your way towards where the delegation was last seen.
We need to follow the delegation. Tal, you got a little thing on your.
Yeah, like I'm trying to figure out like what Tyler could do for that. She's trying to wear her hood a little bit lower, but you guys notice she's like, oh my,
Yeah.
You need healing. What did you do?
I just bumped into when we were leaving the inn. There's a tree in the front yard. And I just there was a branch that hung low.
All right,
You
make
took on an accordion like you saw.
And we're going to believe this?
here's what
from
you do.
you.
Here's what we
You
do.
get to
Miss
choose.
jump
You get
off
to
the
choose.
wall, spin and flip, 2 daggers down, walks away. Yeah,
Deception
you got your
check.
training
Um,
before,
I'm still
right?
looking like even more tired than the night before.
we need to roll off. Let's make a deception check.
Well,
Yeah, you're
players
good.
can choose. Tell you what, I'll roll to see how generally convincing,
convincing
she
you
is.
are,
But you guys
but-
can decide whether you actually believe her or not, or if you start getting really concerned.
All right, so
I got a
San
13.
and Eric,
Eric, yeah.
roll an insight check.
Roll a who?
Insight.
Insight.
Yeah. Look at you.
I mean, nothing bad can come of it. It's basically just wondering why she might be lying to you, is all.
Yeah.
Right there.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not gonna. I don't see how I would draw the connection between what's actually causing it anyway.
Yeah. Eric, so I mean, Lasanne's like, oh, okay, sure, and Eric just kind of looks at Tao and it's kind of like,
You don't really buy it.
I don't really buy it, but I don't have a good explanation. I'm not gonna like press you on it. I don't know if you're gonna like sleep in the bowl or abusive, and they're gonna find him like dead in the morning or something. I don't know.
right. I mean, the two of you right now.
I kind of don't want to know.
In your own head, Eric, you're thinking about like there's things that you're keeping from the party as well. So you know, whatever. So
these are my friends. These two right here. Yeah, this is good.
All right, so you guys.
I think it's time to take a break, guys. I think my dog has to
pee or something.
I have to pee really bad.
Okay,
Give
all
the
right.
side.
So
Okay.
before we move
Do you
on
wanna
to the
go
second,
outside?
the next leg of this whole thing, we're going to take a break, everybody. So we'll be back probably 5-ish kind of minutes, and we'll see you soon. We're going to carry on.
I think that response was a definite yes.
Yeah, look at that.
Okay, back to
Has she learned the word pee?
Greetings! We have returned, everybody, and we're about to get started once again. Hello, Quill.
Hello.
And Demonac.
Greetings.
And a kiss from you.
Hey, you.
Let's get that FaceTime. Okay. So. We just got that FaceTime.
It's all about that face.
About that face. No.
You asked for face.
Yeah.
What is the purpose of your face?
The purpose of the face? To express emotions. Right? Is it not?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Maybe it's supposed to be a philosophical question. I don't do philosophical.
I was quoting from the movie Home.
Oh, okay.
What is the purpose of your face?
Oh, I got you now. Okay, very good. Is that the new Holmes, right? That's the one with Benner Dingle Gumberbooch?
No.
No.
Benedinger Humberbooch?
Anyway, all right. So, you guys are heading to, to the south, down the Desserin Road, heading towards Barge Right Inn, but specifically you're looking for, to my knowledge, you're looking for the
Delegation.
The delegation, right? The missing delegation. Now, there have been people, as you know, there have been people who have gone looking for the delegation, and in fact, they found the remains of what looked like a struggle, but they didn't find the delegation. Right,
Okay.
so that's basically what you do know, and yeah. So you guys are heading down that way, in hopes that you do return at some point to,
to
get your armor.
Pick up your armor.
pay for the rest of and pick up full plate armor, which would be awesome.
Yep. So you guys are going to. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can do this. Yeah. There we go. I got a chart. 1 second. And.
We suffer a chart attack.
You know what? Okay, you guys have a an engagement, a fight on your hands. I'm about to just look it up real fast and see whether or not it's even worth putting it together.
Is this our first day out?
Yep.
Okay.
Is it worth? No. Their combined hit points are gonna they would die. Yeah, no. All right, so you guys meet, but it is worth having this engagement anyway because it is worth noting that after you slay these individuals, there was 4 of them. They sort of come out of the brushes and such along the road that you're in, and they seem pointedly. They know, and they're fanatical. You can see the wildness in their eyes, almost as if they were on some sort of drug, almost. But they come at you, and they start wailing away, and they just missing here, there, and everywhere. Like, they're just totally ineffectual.
Yeah.
And you guys put them down. Tal pretty much just stabs one. Eric picks up one, beats the other one down with the other one. And, of course, Lasan, as before a guy even completely gets out of the brushes, he's dead in the brush. Whatever. Just, arrow through the face. Done. So... Finaliter, hello and welcome, and thank you for that donation. $15. Woo! Feeling good. All right, so that's that. But what you do notice when you start looting the bodies, I will say that you do get, because it's only supposed to be. Okay, you get a total of. I'll say it's just 2. Let's just make it 3. You get a total of 3 gold, right? And amongst them, and you notice that they're. Also, you get 3 daggers. And you notice that. What's the laugh? What's funny?
I'm sorry.
Are you talking? Frog, are you upsetting the Ava?
You started this. You're using the Benedict Cumberbatch, and they're messing with the name. And JK come up with Eggs Benedict Cumberbrunch. And I just
Cucumber
really
brunch.
like it.
It all started because Briarstone heard Holmes instead of home.
Oh yeah, Holmes. I'll put the L in there. Right.
Sorry.
Yeah, you added that silent L and that screwed everything out.
Yeah.
And we have a Charlie with us from whatever country and campground she's in at the moment. Hello.
Hello, Charlie. Right, but anyway, there's this
Everything just froze for me.
oh, really? Actually, you froze to us. So
Yeah, you look frozen to us. I can see everyone else moving.
maybe give it a reload, I guess. Yeah. Oh no, you're back.
Oh, there
Fine,
we
you're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
I'm back. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
You're Benedict Cumberbatch.
You're Cumberback. Cumberbacker. Anyway, so they have the same insignia that you're very, very used to seeing.
The stream is dead.
Is it?
Yeah.
What?
It doesn't say I've stopped recording.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm losing the stream
Stop for
too.
me, and people said rip, but it looks like it's back now.
Okay.
Okay,
I never
we had
I never
Twitch
have the
moment.
stream open, just the chat.
Yeah, I just loaded it.
And it's
and
back.
it was
Okay.
working.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's back.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
good.
panic. Okay, well, whatever
Okay.
that was.
I'm panicked.
Interesting. So, anyway, they have the insignia. You find amongst these dead individuals, you find the same sort of triangle insignia of the Earth Cult that you have designated back in Red Larch. So, that's interesting. And as the final one dies, he whips out a whistle, right? And it just kind of like, he goes to blow on the whistle, and instead of a loud screeching sound, which you notice that the whistle would do, it doesn't make a sound at all. But instead, what happens as he blows on it, you could swear that you felt the ground just got to go, boom, 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 boom. Just move, just a little bit. So anyway, there's that. So, and you continue on your way, or you can do whatever. I dare say you can continue on your way.
Yeah, we're taking that whistle.
Oh yeah, take the whistle, sure.
Of course,
And you know what you have to do once you got one of these whistles, right?
we know what you're
Give it a
gonna
little
do.
toot. What happens?
You give it a little toot.
Yeah, of
Okay.
course.
All right.
How can you
So,
not?
here you go.
Yeah.
You blow on the
See,
whistle.
I would assume that you would take it and study it for 10 minutes and then find out what's happened in its past. But I guess
Well,
you could
there's
just-
that too. But first, I want to give it a toot.
Yeah. Okay. So you try to give it a toot. You try. The interesting thing is, as you try to push air through it, it doesn't. You can't push the air through. You don't know what's up.
But yes, beyond that, the psychic investigation would be a good idea. People had suggested it for the amulet, but I don't think that would have been as useful. But
Right.
here is a good idea.
Okay. So
Where do these
whistle-
guys come from? Is there an Earth cultist base nearby? All that's very helpful. Any conversations these guys might have had, I can actually understand. They're not
Do you
orcs.
have any metal benders? Because those are bad.
Yeah.
Okay. So your journey back 24 hours?
Yes.
Okay. So your
I can read
journey.
you the thing, Ian. It's if I hold it for 10 minutes, I learn a few basic facts about it. Gain a mental image from the object's point of view, showing the last creature to hold the object, regardless of how long it was. You also learn of any events that have occurred within 20 feet of the object within the past 24 hours.
Okay. So it's weird, actually. The amount of information that you get from this is not going to be very much. For the first few times, like as you're traveling back, you have just almost. It seems like you have descended into the ground, right? And then it's just blackness. You still feel like you're moving, but it's just blackness. And then when you see the light of day again, you sort of see this conversation. Everything's going in reverse, but you sort of see this conversation that was going on, and you even though it's going in reverse, you can still understand what's being said, and you kind of get the idea that this individual, the one who owned this whistle, was sent to these other three individuals to tell them what to do, and they were to go and ambush some three. They even mentioned the number 3 individuals who will be traveling down Desserin Road.
So this was not a random encounter. These
No.
people were specifically sent
Yeah.
for us.
Yep, you kind of get the idea. There's like facial
Through the
recognition and everything.
ground or
They know
something.
you,
Yeah.
right? They know of you. Also, and after that, sort of the conversation goes on, and you feel like you're sinking right back down into the ground again, and then it's just blackness, 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 and you kind of get to where just to the end of it there, and you catch some light of day, and it is to catch a glimpse of what looks like an old monastery. You don't know which monastery, but it's an old monastery.
Lasan knows this area
I
better
would
than
say,
I
do
do.
you
Does
tell
she
me
know
this?
about any monasteries around? Yeah, so like I
There's-
come out of the vision, like my eyes have been rolled back, doing the whole like wide eye thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I come back, I'm like, okay, 2 things. 1, all right, that's not how she talks, but 2 things. First thing, these uffers were here to kill us specifically. Second thing, do you know of any old monasteries around here?
There's a sacred stone monastery.
Which, to your knowledge, has been abandoned for a very long time.
That would be
abandoned monastery sounds about
west
right.
of us about now.
How far?
Name is seriously Sacred Stone. It's not suspicious.
You know, I don't see Demonac at all. My stream keeps stopping.
What?
Oh, I can see him.
I can see. I see everything
don't.
at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can see all.
I can't see him.
And then we welcome to the newest member of the kingship. Thank you for hitting that follow button. Fantastic for it.
I don't know. Okay, so DM, do I know of another monastery? I'm just using my map, and from here, that's the only one I can see. But would I know of something else?
There's only one monastery that you can recall knowing anything about, and it is called the Sacred Stone Monastery.
That's what I said. Okay.
There used to be a lot of monks that sort of like took up residence there, but that's an incredibly long time ago. It's basically just like ruins and nothing. It's for the honor of the place that it once had. It's sort of like not trespassing. That's the wrong word, but to go into there is sort of just rude.
Did the monastery? Okay, now Demonac. Now I have a blank where Demonac should be, and then now I have a second Demonac.
I think let's just reload our page.
Wait. I want people to see this. This is amazing. It doesn't move. Oh, I can't. I can only show you the one Demonac. There's two of them though.
Yeah. Because everything was.
Sorry, I'm cutting them off there. I didn't mean to, but I'm having to reload my page. So moments, everybody. Try this again. I'm getting some buffering. Hey, no kidding. There's a few drop frames there. Looks like I'm back at least.
Yep, me too.
Okay. Eric is back. Ava is not quite back.
Just need Ava to refresh probably.
Probably.
But this monastery, where is it relative to where we are right now, Briarstone? How far away? Just a couple of miles, or?
Yeah, Lasan could tell you that it's. Actually, I can tell you too. It's along the way, really. As you guys were heading to the Barge Right Inn, if you want to, there is a little bit of a path that goes across a river. To the west.
Wow, Briarstone, you keep breaking up like crazy.
Yeah, all day for me.
Well, I mean, I'm noticing right now. I have a lot of drop frames on.
So it's your internet that's.
It's pretty non-functional.
And it's not our internet actually. It's your LAN connection.
Yeah. Well, I don't have my LAN connection going right now. I have the Wi-Fi because my LAN connection actually broke. So I haven't had a chance to fix it since it snapped off there. But so I'm going on Wi-Fi at the moment, which it says I have 1 bar of 3. So that's lovely.
I see everyone.
But anyway, you were saying that it's along the way towards Barge Right Inn?
Yeah. So if you're going along the way to Barge Right Inn,
on the Destrin Road.
Yeah. After you get out of the hills, basically out of the valley, so to speak, of the Destrin Valley. You can head to you can go west, and then we'll
have a river to cross. Though, can we cross the river?
Is that far?
I mean, there's probably a place to cross.
Halfway back to Red Larch.
Yeah, it's pretty good distance from where you are right now. And in fact, given the knowledge that you know of the location, or the supposed location of where the delegation was attacked, it's much further south than there. Like, you're gonna get to the delegation.
Here's what I think, man. I feel like the delegation is a little bit more time sensitive, and I don't have the monastery on my copy of the map, but based on what I'm eyeballing, it feels to me if we keep going south on Destrin Road until we get to the Barge Right Inn, do the delegation stuff, and then after we leave the Barge Right Inn, it feels like we can kind of go north from there to the monastery.
We can.
Yep.
So if we're not feeling time sensitive, that'll be okay.
Okay.
So we can. I mean, I think the monastery is very relevant to shit that's been going down. Especially if they're specifically sending people to kill us.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
And how did they
it may not
know?
be something we have to rush for.
How did they know we were coming? Which one of the people that we have been around? Somebody's connected to this and is sending messages ahead of here.
Yeah.
Eric?
Do I even know who was instructing these 3 jerkasses to attack us?
Do you know him?
Like, yeah, was it a person that was giving them the instructions to come here and ambush us?
Yeah, you saw the individual, right?
Yeah, no, the individual. You were the individual.
Okay. Ava, we're probably gonna need you to mute your mic when you're not talking because the echo is just apocalyptic. There we go, much better.
Yay.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Sorry.
Okay, so there was an individual, but we don't know him. It wasn't just a voice in the darkness, though. That was what I was looking for.
Yeah, no. So you don't know him specifically, but yeah. But anyway, so you got a glimpse of well, you got some information out of it, which is interesting. Outside of that, there's nothing really keeping you here any longer. So unless of course you want to continue to search around the area, there might be something, but.
Well, did I see anything like? In my vision, I didn't see them like hiding anything. There's no nearby cache. If there's anything else nearby, it's not.
There's no nearby cache that you saw or noticed through the visions and everything. But you could go back the way that they had come, because there's a small camp or whatever that you noticed where everybody was doing some talking. You didn't notice in the vision anything of specific value, mind you, but you never know.
These were all the guys in the camp?
Yeah, these are the 4. Yeah, there was nobody else there. In fact, there was 3, and then there was 4 because you were the 4th when you showed up.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine then.
Okay, so we're just
South.
gonna move.
People had calculated it's probably about 70 miles or so to get from Belliard down to Barge Right In.
Okay, yeah, based on mine, it would be about 180 miles.
People had figured apparently hexes are 4 miles, not 10 miles. Apparently there's been an errata.
Oh,
Okay.
And based on that, they said 70. So, but
That's
whatever.
better, yeah.
It doesn't matter which one we use as long as we pick one.
Yeah.
But the point is, we're going to have to sleep before we get there.
Yeah, there's gonna be a bit of a for sure. But
So-
it's you guys did make it. How far is it there? Let me just make a sure count there.
Well, wait, before we get there, something very important has to happen.
What?
The first night before we sleep,
Mm-hmm.
I take off the amulet, I charge up all my psionic power, and I stab it through the middle of the amulet with my magic dagger, channeling maximum psionic power to destroy this thing.
Okay, everything works except taking it off.
Woohoo! Properly cursed item. Excellent.
It is. You go to remove it.
can't get it off.
The fastening part. As you can see it, and as you go to fumble with it, it sort of like melds together into like a solid chunk. And then if you go to try to remove it, it seems like it's the strongest, material you've ever known. It's just it won't come off.
Okay, I will try to cut it with the magic dagger.
Okay. So you raise up the dagger, and you go to give it a nice cut.
Through the sinew.
Yeah. Give me a actually give me a will save.
Okay.
Hooray. That's always good.
Oh, this is gonna be really good. Oh, this is really.
I
good.
will luck that.
Okay.
Hey, there we go. Much better.
Right. Unfortunately, still failed.
Why I have luck.
But it's not as bad. There's a certain thing when it happens if you fail by 5 or more. But okay, so you did not fail by 5 or more. But you still failed. As you go to cut with the knife, as you start trying to move through it, it sort of, for whatever reason unknown, it kind of, instead of cutting it, you almost feel like you're cutting yourself, and it feels like you're cutting into your own neck.
Right.
So.
But I want to keep going.
Okay. Right. Make another will save.
And 22 was a fail, remember?
22 wasn't a fail.
Yeah, it was a fail. It wasn't. It said it failed, but it didn't fail by 5.
Yeah. So you realize that you're not actually cutting yourself.
Yes.
Okay. That you are aware that you are not cutting yourself. That's what you feel. You know this for a fact. Do you keep cutting?
But I realize that there's sympathetic pain.
Yep.
But yeah.
Okay.
Yes, what does chat think? Do I keep going or not?
I mean,
That's what I wanna know. What does
we're
chat
not
think?
seeing her bleed or anything, right? Are we here?
Yeah. No,
Watching, or
you
are you doing
can
it
be
privately?
watching if you want to. Sure.
And yeah, the stream is buffering again.
Is it?
Yeah.
Got it. All right. Well, it's going to be even more watchable for everybody on YouTube because it's going to be, not buffering on YouTube.
This is true.
Yeah. But anyway, let's see when people actually come back so I can continue. Okay, we're back. Seems pretty good. The amulet causes buffering. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what happens when you fail. Right. So, do you keep cutting? What do people think?
Again?
Yeah.
The stream is dying again.
Is it?
Luckily, we only have 15 minutes left. No, we don't. We have an
We
hour
have a
and 15
lot of
minutes
time
left.
left. And
Yeah,
if that's
an
the
hour.
case,
Yeah.
I might need to take another break. And if I take another break, I'll try to fix the internet. My internet.
Well, no one's got any particular strong feelings in the chat. I expected there's going to be a lot of response.
They
when I asked
might
about
not
it.
have heard you is the problem.
Well, I
Yeah.
typed it in the chat as well.
Oh,
but
you
maybe
typed
they're
it
not
in?
reading.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just buffering. Take a break.
All right.
And reboot.
So anybody watching this on YouTube, we're gonna take another quick break because we have technical difficulties. If you can hear this in internet land, yeah, we're taking a break. One moment. Be right back. It's still
We
trying to-
rolled poorly on the internet weather table.
Ah, that's too bad.
Actually,
This is too bad.
it's stopped. Do you want to try?
Is it okay now?
It's okay now.
I'm seeing all your cameras and stuff fine.
Yeah. Is it okay now? Stream is working
mean,
all
roll
right.
20.
Okay.
For the last couple of minutes.
Roll 20 is looking okay for me at the moment.
Yeah.
Twitch is
Yeah.
buffering constantly. That's just a yeah.
Yeah.
Is the stream buffering? It doesn't. It's not buffering on my
I can
screen.
see chat. I can see chat all the time, but the thing keeps going. It's just messing up.
It seems fine now. Stream actually is working now. 30
Yeah.
frames. Okay.
All right. Well,
Whatever. Yeah, it
All
looks,
right.
it looks good on my end. I'm not dropping frames anymore. I've gotten 650 dropped frames, and now it's
All right.
still at 650. So. it's not
Okay.
moving.
All
All
right,
right,
well
we're gonna
then
try.
proceed with the cutting.
All right, proceed with the cutting. Oh, wait. Are you proceeding with the cutting? That's the question.
I don't see why not.
of course. It's only pain.
Unless
It's
we
only
just accept
pain.
the fact that one-eyed Tao would look like a fucking badass, and with the eye patch and stuff, and maybe I should just give in. I don't want to be subservient to Grumsh, but
To
the one-eyed
Grumsh,
looks
yeah,
really,
doesn't-
really cool.
Yeah.
Well, how
Yeah,
about if
thing.
I just put your eye out for you so you look cool?
You can always just wear the eye patch anyway.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
true.
just wear the eye patch. It'll be a nice disguise. When you take it off, people won't
Fires
know.
do it all the time. I mean, you don't need it for your night vision, but
All right.
No, I'm going to keep cutting it because at this point, I have figured out that it is not the ego of the magic item that I'm trying to subdue, but rather this is a connection. This is a hotline to the orcish god of Grumsh, which, I don't.
You don't want
which is
that?
against your religion or lack thereof.
Yeah.
All right. So.
I
I
mean,
mean, if
that
he was
orc-
just, some generic evil god, then maybe we could work together, but
But this is an
Yeah.
orc god. I mean,
Yeah.
after what the orcs have done to you with
So this
his
is
backing,
the one
is
evil god you can't
yes.
Yeah, here's
Yeah.
the thing
The
about
one.
here's the thing about
Evil
Grumsh. Grumsh
genius,
is
thank
indeed
you.
evil, right? Grumsh is indeed evil, but
He's an
interesting-
orc.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, though, he is very honorable, but he's definitely honorable.
He's an orc.
Yeah, I know.
what, is he like
Remember?
lawful evil?
Children, husbands. Remember these stories?
If he's like lawful evil, that would make it really funny because he would be completely diametrically opposed to me. Because I'm
Yeah,
currently
no, I'm thinking
currently listed at a good. I'm not convinced that that's entirely accurate.
no, I don't think
But
he's.
we-
I don't
we-
think he's lawful.
No, I don't think so either. Maybe neutral evil.
Yeah. Let's see. So
All right, I'm gonna give it one more go.
Okay.
To cut. If it doesn't work, then then I might have to, because at this point, like I figure I went off. I'm like, before we camp, I've got to, use the tree.
Yeah.
So I'm doing this, and it's like, if it fails, then I'll probably have to slink back to camp and actually explain what's been going on the last couple of nights.
Are you using that magic blade you have?
Yes, I'm using my magic dagger.
Yep.
And that's not making any extra dent at all.
No, not yet.
Well,
At least.
yeah.
All right. So
Destroying magic items is actually very, very difficult.
Now at this point, make a fortitude save.
All right. So Constitution save.
Yep.
Yeah.
Since we're playing dead.
Yeah. We're all used to fortitude, but it's just con save now.
So you made your save.
That's probably a good thing.
Yeah. So you
Last time this made me not cut my eye out.
Yeah. You made your save. That is good.
Your dream will be recorded for training purposes. Please hold.
So you as you continue to cut, since you made your save, you still don't cut through. But there is a bit of a shift in the world again. It kind of like everything stops and then moves violently to the left, goes black, and then realigns itself. And then that's it.
See, if I could learn to control that.
Yeah, but maybe it came unlocked. Maybe that broke the connection. You can actually open it now. Like you can't destroy it, but what if you cut it enough that it like you broke the curse thing or something? I don't know.
Oh, that might be interesting.
Or her will stopped it.
I'll Now I'm like, do I want to take it off at this point? But yes, I will see if I can take off the item now.
Okay. You can.
Aw, darn, this was fun.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm like,
Yeah, it had to end one way or another, though.
what's that?
It had to end one way or another, though. Like, he's not doing it. I don't see how Tao could accept Grumsh as her personal Lord and Savior.
Tao, this is yes, but is there a way? How powerful are these gods? Is this something you can we'll take him on one day? A little side quest here.
Well, what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna keep this item bundled, in the bottom of my bag, and what we might be able to do is find some sort of wizard or cleric or something like that can analyze the item, and if they can do something like break the connection but keep the power or something like that. Or clearly I can't destroy the item outright. I mean, I didn't even cut this thing. The only thing is at some point I got it to like finally give up its just clutch on me through sheer power of will and fortitude and all that.
Constitution. Yeah, the Constitution.
Yeah. It's like a magnet, right? You're trying to pull the magnet away and you're like, and then finally like pops off your head.
Yep.
And you're like, okay.
Yeah.
Still a horribly evil, powerful item. So I can't destroy it. So we'll have to bring it to someone who's like qualified to do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
And ideally, maybe by removing that connection, we can keep it as a powerful item, but maybe not. So I'll stuff it in my bag.
Okay. So
I come out from behind the tree. It's like there's been a bunch of like grunting noises. It's like, sorry, I need some more fiber.
Just for flavor's sake, if you were to fail your Constitution save, you were going to be knocked unconscious.
Oh, you just pass out from all the effort and pain.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you were about to be unconscious. Which, it's a good thing you might have some people around you, because if you're unconscious, or in other words, incapacitated, when you wake up, it might not be pleasant. But anyway, you passed it. Good job.
Hey, Tao, something different about you. You change your hair?
It's all gone gray.
Oh, a big streak of gray right down the one side. I like it. It's a look. It'll make it harder for disguises, though.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gray, then it's easier to dye, right? Because you don't have to like bleach it first, so you get some more options.
Just one second. I'm getting rid of something for you guys. There's that.
I'm still gonna have the scar.
Yeah.
Lighting. We'll have that.
Oh, and see, Twitch is just gone again from.
Is it?
But I don't need it.
No.
I mean, I can see the chat and I can see us, so it's good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Everything seems okay at the moment. Although.
All right.
Still kind of low slowed there.
Oh,
Slow load. Yeah, there we go. That's what I meant to say.
No.
I'm gonna drag you guys over to here.
Oh, changing map.
We have. Ooh.
Okay. Let's see what you can see right now. Yeah, all that, all the line of sight stuff is back in action. I need to get rid of that. This is that's not gonna work. So we're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna go. Actually, what I can do instead is I can go.
It's a tiny map. There you go.
Make lighting. Grab all of that.
Oh,
The
then
hell
there
is
was
going
light.
on here?
Yeah.
Trees, hill.
Come on, give me that. I gotta click on it.
This thing.
There it
Oh,
is.
wait.
And
Pre-apocalypse.
can I? There it is. The hitboxes on these, like the lines and stuff, are really weird. Okay, so now that is done that way. Okay, very good.
What are
So you
we
guys,
saying?
you can see everything, right? Can you? Everything fine?
As far as
I
I
think.
can tell.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Ish.
here we are. This is as you continue to head south. You're getting closer and closer to where you think the delegation is, right?
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is have you guys look around the area. Maybe you can find something that the others did not, that they failed to find. Interestingly enough,
Oh, goody.
there's going to be extra things around, right? In terms of like what I should say is less things around, because it's been picked clean. People have gone through and they've picked up some stuff that you know and brought back, you know, supplies and that sort of thing that
Right.
is no longer needed. And there's been a lot of searches around the area, out to a certain degree. But you guys are going to go a bit further than that, and that is where you are right now. You're following sort of... Actually, Lasan, give me
Trail? Trails?
give me a survival check. So
Good roll.
18 is plenty good
Solid.
enough. What you see that other people did not see, specifically, is, again, it's a sort of... You've seen it before, and this is the reason that it works without critting. You've seen it before. You're used to this. There is, it seems like almost a magical effect on the ground that it is covering tracks.
Oh,
Right,
same as at the mine.
Yeah, you've
At
seen
the-
it
at the-
before.
The
So-
quarry, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
and so that's
Awesome.
so nobody else saw that you know of at least.
So-
And
What are we seeing? What are the tracks? How long ago, going which direction?
There
The
were,
orc
a
tracks,
set-
people tracks.
no, they're people tracks.
Okay.
There's definitely people tracks. There is. Let me find it there.
I'm gonna chew through this wire. This is gonna be a really bad idea for me.
I just got something.
Yeah, I just tried to do that with the necklace. It was
I
difficult.
have something to play with now.
Mm.
Here, get something else.
5.
Oh,
It's good that people came by and cleaned out all the red herrings and stuff like that. So the only things left would be like plot
There.
relevant.
The real stuff. Yeah, the real stuff.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's just like the role of the police in like a murder mystery.
That is good.
Okay, so there's actually a total of 12.
12 what?
12 individual footprints that you can tell. Sets of footprints.
Yeah.
12 sets of footprints. So 24 in total. Heading in this direction.
24.
I want to know how they do this
24
hiding
feet.
track thing, because I totally want to steal that.
That would be handy.
Yeah.
You make a well, who has spellcrafting? Anybody? Like or anything
No.
similar? Knowledge Arcana.
I don't know why things
Yeah.
don't go dark anymore.
What did you get?
Okay,
So-
I rolled a natural 1, and I'm not going to luck it.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you don't know. You don't know exactly what's going on there.
Yeah.
But it is kind of cool. That is true.
I'm actually trained in Arcana. It's like one of my things. I'm proficient. But no.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, as you guys follow those tracks, this is where you end up. And just before you, up in this section here, you can see it from a little bit of a distance away.
Yes.
You see
What
a
is
set
that?
of graves, and there's 5 in total.
Oh, that's what
That's
that
what
is.
it is. Graves.
Ooh.
Those are graves there. So you can look around if you like.
Yep. Let's start doing some investigation or something.
Try and figure out how recent they are, first off.
Yes, the tracks and
The graves, how recent the graves are.
Graves, all the things.
Yeah. Survival check
we
on
need
that would be snooping.
Survival, investigation?
I'm pretty sure I'd be doing investigation.
Investigation checks would be better.
Yeah, I made my snooping check, the 21.
Aw.
Okay, no, investigation of at least DC 10 was going to be sufficient, because you've got a lot of prior knowledge to this too, so it's sort of like all helping. You got some bonuses, I would dare say. So no, it's easy enough to figure out that it's fresh enough. Like there is, it's been overturned. The dirt's been overturned for long enough for some of the greenery to try to take a hold of it, but it's not fully taking hold. And yeah, you can still see fresh.
So a few days old.
Yeah. You know, about still roughly the same time period that the delegation went missing. So.
Right.
Do we know how many people were supposed to be in the delegation?
Yeah, 5.
Do we want to like excavate the graves, see if there's anything identifying on the bodies, confirm that, see if maybe they had anything important like hid in their pocket that other people didn't get, or do we just assume that they've been?
Who
buried them? The cultists? It's awfully
I got
nice
out
of
a
them.
shovel. I just start digging actually.
Yep. Well,
Eric's not looking thrilled about this.
Make an insight check. Just an insight check. Everybody can make an insight check.
Because okay, so we've got 5 people who were maybe killed, and then whoever killed them dug graves to bury them.
Yeah.
Definitely want to know why. It makes no sense.
Okay. No, it's sufficient enough. So
29?
two of you hit the DC well enough to be supposed, right? You don't really know because you're not part of the cult, but
I'm busy digging.
You get this idea that this feeling that there's a reverence. They are the Earth cult, so there's a reverence for the Earth, and all things maybe just go back to the Earth, and so there's
so it's because they're hippies.
Yeah,
I actually thought about saying something a little like that, but
yeah.
Yes, hippies, yeah.
So you get the idea that maybe it's just something that they do. They
Yeah. They get stoned. They care about the earth, etc.
Yeah.
They get stoned, kill people, and then care about the earth.
Which is interesting because if you think about it, if you go back, if you think about it, the Earth priest that you fought, what was his name? Larock, I believe his name was, that you fought back in Red Larch, had killed some people and just left them on the stone floor. They were not buried.
No, he made them into zombies.
He was obviously a ringer. He was just like the grassroots guy that comes in but is actually funded by big corporations like Big Dirt.
Yeah.
To come in and like take over the grassroots organizations.
Right. Yeah. So it's a little bit of it's confusing to you, that little bit. But other than that, you kind of feel that your assumptions are correct. Maybe they just they bury people because it's just part of what they do.
Okay.
But I'm still digging them because I've got to dig them up and see if any of them is my brother, obviously.
Oh, how long have these graves been here? What are we getting?
We figured a few days or something. It's certainly a short enough span of time that it would probably be possible to recognize a person, assuming that their cause of death wasn't burned to the face.
Yeah, normal decomposition would tell you that you could probably make some identifications.
It's unpleasant either way, but yeah.
If you want to, you can certainly do that.
I'm spending a while digging.
Okay.
While you're digging, Lasan, if you want to make another
Can I keep investigating things or something?
Survival check.
Because survival check. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, I'm dead.
Well, that didn't work. No.
Can I do it again?
No, unfortunately. So this bit for whatever reason misses.
How about
your
investigation?
Knowledge.
Investigation.
Oh wait, yeah, you can continue investigation if you want. Both of you actually, Tao and you can both continue investigation.
Okay.
Wow. That's no good.
Bigger.
Well, my first roll was really
bigger.
Okay.
14.
All right, so no, it's good enough. As you look around, you'll notice right over here.
You're gone from me.
Sorry, what?
Lost you completely. I rolled, and then you just said, sorry, what? So anything in between, I didn't get.
Okay. So right over here, I'm pinging on the map.
Okay.
You notice that there is a bit of a stone relief, almost like a It's built into the wall. It almost looks like a cave is sort of like
there.
on the other side of it as well.
In here?
Mhm.
Oh,
Just right
like
in here.
That's
It's hidden.
doorway right there.
Yeah, it's
Sneaky,
hidden
sneaky.
behind the
Ooh.
vines that are overgrown in the area.
Okay, so we want to investigate that more, or can I just pull the vines back and see what's there?
Yeah, you can investigate. You can pull the vines back.
Give me all the things. Oh, well,
Okay,
yeah,
that works.
yeah,
So a 20.
20. It's not bad.
So yeah, no. You investigate and you notice a very crude contraption. There, it's made of a bunch of, I don't know, just stuff, and it all very noisy stuff.
Stuff.
Just seems to be sort of
What?
draped around
Like
and
Metal
sets up
or wood or what,
kind of a
sort
combination
What are we looking at, like-
of metal and wood, and it's just arranged in a way that seems like if you were to sweep the vines back, that it would crash and make a lot of noise.
It's a trap of some sort,
An alarm. Yeah.
an alarm.
All right. I can help
there a way
dismantle
to-
that.
Dismantle, yeah, okay.
Which I
Contraption
think
made
is,
of stuff, exactly.
a contraption made of stuff. Oh, one of those. What level contraption made of stuff are we looking at? No. Okay, that's good.
It's a trap.
It's a tarp.
So
It's
what
a
it
tarp.
is would be me using my thieves kit, which I am proficient in.
Mm-hmm.
So if I do this, we're gonna
Fix
add
it.
+2.
It's
to
a
what I roll.
tarp.
So 16 actually.
Okay, so it's a 16. That is enough to dismantle it. No problem.
I mean, it sounds like mostly it's like hold the thing, cut the string, hold the thing, cut the string.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very, very technical.
But to do that, you have to be. I'm gonna move you over there, so you're over there now.
Does
Never
Eric
mind
still have
that.
the bear trap?
No, I left that on an orc.
Cling.
Yeah. Just put it down.
Anyway, I'm just saying here. Obviously, I'm not trying to like fully exhume these bodies and stuff like that. I'm just trying to find the face on each one, pretty much. So you dig down deep enough. If it's the wrong end, you go to the other end. But I'm just trying to find the face on each one so I can make sure they're not my brother. And I suppose it could be if it was someone else I would recognize, but I don't think I'd recognize anyone else in the delegation.
Okay. Right. So yeah, as you're digging, and it's gonna take a few. Actually, give me a fortitude check just to see how fast you're gonna go.
It's like
Give us a digging
just
check.
a con check.
Basically, it's just gonna decide whether I roll a d6 or a d4.
Or just Constitution as opposed to like athletics, which would be better. But on a 1, athletics would still not be much better.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So I'm gonna roll the d6.
Yeah.
All right. So you got 4. It's gonna take you about 40 minutes per grave.
3 minutes per. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really bury them
They
deep. Eh?
dug them, put them down like 6 feet.
Yep. Or more, actually. Seems
They might have to do
the
the,
Earth side of
earth
things.
bend.
These guys can move
Wow.
Earth apparently pretty easy. So what does it matter to them, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
What a pain in the ass. Okay. So you guys have like a cave entrance that we could go
So
down
we have
there? Or?
we have this tarp. We have this.
It's a dark.
Trap. Yep.
We have the trap on, like the alarm done. What are we seeing now? What do we got?
Right. So as you pull the vines back now, because it's safer, you can
Yes, yes.
tell that. So you pull the
Okay.
vines back, and yeah, it's sort of like a very sloped entrance that seems man-made. Like it was purposefully done.
Okay.
The walls are sort of done as well.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't look natural occurring. It's a cave, but it looks like it's been, fashioned by hand.
Been cleaned up. Okay.
Yeah. And as you
And what-
peer, because you got dark vision, so as you peer in,
Yes.
after the initial little slope, there's actual stairs. So that is very telltale that there's indeed.
Okay. Lights, torches,
No,
carvings.
we all see in the dark.
Yeah.
footprints.
She's asking if
No,
there
I
are
mean,
any.
Oh, if
are
we
we
see
seeing a
some.
torch on the wall? Are there more footprints?
Nothing like that. There's no place. There's no sconces. There's no place for lighting, really.
What's it smell like?
Yeah.
It smells just musty. There's nothing.
All right.
Okay.
No smell.
And
of death.
there's no
I like it.
recent sign of any. Well, are there recent signs of anything? People
Well,
coming
there is,
through,
there
anything
is.
being dragged, dust on the ground, things moving, like anything.
Because you rolled really good on your actually
The whole footprint thing.
yeah. Actually,
The tracks. Were the tracks we seeing led into here?
No, actually,
tracks
those
we
tracks
found?
seem to go right up to the graves, and then they just fade away.
And there's no tracks leaving the grave. So we have 5 people walk up, kill themselves, bury themselves, and go.
No.
We're
It's
good.
very convenient.
12 people seem to go in this
12
direction.
people.
Yep. And
Okay.
then there's 5
Yeah.
graves, and then the tracks
5.
end there.
And there's no tracks leaving.
No.
That's it.
Yep.
Well, we're obviously gonna go down further into the cave because we're crazy adventurers, right?
Yeah, well, wait around until I dig up at least one of these stupid things. If it's gonna be 40 minutes, fine. But I'm like, the fact that it's taking so long is also making me wonder. So I'm gonna try and dig down and make sure there is like a body in here at least, and at least like one of them. But then I'm not gonna try and force you to stay for like 2 hours right now. Worry about it later if there's a cave.
Okay.
So 40 minutes later of digging. Ugh.
Yep. And which one would you dig
if
in
we're
at,
not going,
actually?
The one I'm standing here.
This one he's
Right.
standing
if
near.
we're not going in the cave, I can help dig too. If we're waiting on him to sort this out, then I'll
Yeah.
go dig
You
something
go
else. I'll
dig,
start at
dig
the other
some
end.
of the other graves, or if you work on the
I'll
same
start
one.
over here.
Working on one of the other ones.
And one of us should, I don't know, climb this tree and then just keep an eye out in all directions.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
And who's most
Okay.
agile? Oh, well, I guess I am too. Go ahead.
Well,
I'm probably
you have
stronger
a better
than-
strength than I do.
I bet
so
I'm
I'll
stronger
let
than you.
Yeah.
I'll dig.
All right.
Girls.
Yeah. Elves are good at everything, right? So yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a I rolled the wrong thing. Give me a an athletics check.
for
Lasan.
Tao.
Just to
Okay.
see how long it takes you to dig. All right,
Do I
that's
have to
that's
do a
much
con
better. So you
thing
get a
too?
D4. Right. Okay. So here we go. It takes you 20 minutes. You're making Eric look. Maybe Eric, you just picked the wrong one. One's wet. Maybe you got wet dirt. And you got dry dirt. Maybe. it's
Yeah,
just-
maybe.
I don't know.
Okay, no, wait. Was I supposed to?
Yeah, we got confused. I rolled that.
Okay, who's
Oh, sorry. You're
rolling
supposed to
for
roll.
what?
I'm
supposed
Eric
to roll
is
a
digging
con?
at a 40 minutes on his grave.
Right.
Yeah. Although you
And
made
I
me
wanted
roll
you to do an
Constitution, not
athletics check.
athletics. I'm much better at athletics, but I rolled a 1 anyway, so it doesn't matter.
You want athletics or
Yep.
con? Okay,
Athletics.
athletics. Already.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Come
Okay.
on.
So yeah, you're
Take
still
D.
good enough. So it takes you
Pretty
20
similar.
minutes
Do it better.
to dig in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe
And
it's
I'm
just,
laughing at Eric.
Yeah.
we
Eric
got a little competition
Eric chose the one that was
going here.
deeper or something. I don't,
Yeah.
whatever. But anyway.
One is,
Drop the lowest.
hmm All right, so you
Oh,
guys are
God.
digging, and Tal, you're just keeping a lookout.
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys are digging, you actually do a. Who's got a perception check? You got a. Okay, Lasan passive perception is easily good enough, and you can warn the others. You feel again a sort of that same rumble that you felt earlier, when the guy blew the whistle.
Mm.
Ooh.
Okay. So, but you don't see anything other than that. You just kind of
Everyone
feel
should
this.
dive for cover.
oh, we're digging into the earth. That's the safest possible place, right? When getting attacked from underneath by an earth elemental summoned by somebody's dog whistle.
Yeah, that's true. Good point.
Here comes the pooch, the earth pooch. Right. So other than that, nothing else is happening. So you guys, you take your time, up to about 40
Attacked
minutes
by
there.
diamond dogs. Yeah.
And
Eric, you
20,
get-
I get 2.
Yeah, exactly. Eric, you get through with one grave, and you pull out. You take a
Yeah.
look at the body. The body is not your brother. There's a sort of a sigh of relief,
Okay.
guaranteed. And
Yeah.
and then in that meantime, in
It
that
just-
while, the sun
Yeah.
digs up too.
Okay. Does it, without necessarily getting out to the whole body, but does their clothing from like the collar and stuff look like the kind of clothing we'd expect on some kind of delegation of
Yeah.
like fancy
Yeah.
clothes? Or,
Absolutely, yeah.
like,
They yeah,
stuff some workers in the grave or something. Okay.
and they're fully clothed. You know, they
Right.
didn't take anything.
Yep. Well, I don't need to take anything out. But I'll come over and check out the ones that you dug out while I'm like taking a breather.
Okay.
Yes, for sure.
The
Yeah.
other two bodies are not your brother either.
Okay.
So we have 2 left. Keep digging.
Yeah. We're gonna keep digging. We can keep digging
Start
now.
on this one?
If you're helping, that's fine. Then
Yeah.
we can do that thing there. I appreciate it. Thank you. So,
I got this one.
yeah.
Well, I suppose I should be over here. I got this one.
Roll again and get faster because that was stupid.
Yeah.
I got a 9. It's not much better.
Yeah, that's because
Oh, it's better.
It is not rolling a 1.
Okay, so that's going to take you 30 minutes.
Uh,
Do I roll again?
Yeah, sure.
No, I don't want to. I'm doing well.
You could be tired.
Athletics. No, I
Yeah.
suppose.
Yeah.
Nope,
No,
I'm
you're
just
fine.
getting warmed up.
You know, I still get a D4, but this one, for whatever reason, is still going to take you 40 minutes because I rolled high, so it's still a D4.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't roll a D6, I rolled a D4, which is good.
You have more practice digging because you grew up on a farm. I grew up in a
This is
city.
true. I've been mucking out stuff.
I mostly use shovels for like hitting things, not like digging.
Yeah. All right.
So time is going by.
Time is going by, and the other two bodies. Here we go. Drum roll, please. Neither one is you.
Yeah. Does anyone
is
of
good.
them just sort of
Right,
look a
that's
little?
Good. This is a good.
Sort of,
We're all
that is good.
disappointed.
Does any of them just sort of look a little bit like me? Like it's conceivable I could have had like someone that was maybe even related to me from Mirabar.
Right. This is true.
Because apparently my father did come from there, even though I've never been there. But so it's not like one of them looks like possible family that might have faked someone out into thinking that meant my description.
No.
My description.
Nothing that no facial features, nothing like that.
No one looks to me like they would have been mistaken for my
even
brother.
the skin color's off. You know, like these people are not even.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that's it. I guess. All right. Okay. We check my graves. Now I check your cave.
Well, okay. So you guys.
So I
there's
leap
stuff
out
on
of the
them.
tree doing a backflip, land, break both ankles, and you guys have to carry me for the rest of the adventure.
All right.
Okay.
Good job.
And just before that, while you're laying there watching us, we're not going to leave these graves open, are we? I mean,
yeah, we can toss some dirt back down into them. That's fine.
Yeah,
he makes it sound like, oh, we'll pick up this handful there. I mean, it's all good. Okay.
They do have items on them, by the way. I don't know if you guys want to do any grave robbing, but you know they have their clothes still.
Tao says, "Well, yes, of course."
That's one of the
she
reasons
does.
I brought up digging up the graves to start off with. I'm like, they might have stuff still on them.
I wasn't planning on it. If I saw anything super interesting, like around the head, like if someone had a freaky magic-looking necklace or like earring or something, I might take it and see. But
no necklaces.
By default, I'm not taking anything.
Okay. All right. So
Unless
Eric's not
there's
taking
something
anything.
really distinctive.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's nothing really distinctive, other than the clothing. This just finds clothes.
I don't want anything from this. Yeah, I don't want
I have
anything.
a button made for looting bodies.
Oh well, you could go loot bodies. I mean, I don't know how the rest of your party might like it, but whatever.
I'm also not particularly stopping you. I'm just
it's less
half-assedly refilling the graves.
In a sense, this is not so much, about looting them for every little copper, but I am going to go through, as I said, all their pockets and things like that. I'm looking for anything that might be relevant. There might be a slip of paper, identification.
Sure.
Which we would take.
A signet ring, anything like that.
That
could
we
be
would definitely
really
take.
important.
There is a signet
Take
ring.
off all the boots, check inside the boots.
Yep, there
false
is
heels,
a signet
all
ring.
that.
One of the signet rings that you grab is quite telling. You don't know the person's name, because it's not inscribed on it anywhere. But they are of a specific note of importance, nobility, if you will, from Mirabar.
Okay.
So, and the other ones, the other bodies, they don't have any signet rings specifically, but they do have some baubles, trinkets, and that sort of thing. If you want to loot that stuff, it might catch
But
a fair price.
this was a trade delegation, right? Do they have any paperwork with them? Information, names, ID? I mean, this stuff need to be delivered back to somebody at some point. Right?
Make an investigation check on the body that had the signet ring.
Okay.
I hope big 19.
19 will do it. Okay, so between the two of you, but no, 19 will do it. No, you seem to notice that the body with the signet ring, it somehow there is almost a flesh covered patch on the underside of that arm. It looks like skin, but it's weird looking to you. So you poke at it, and as you poke at it, it peels back. And as it peels back, there is...
See, this is why I did my first looting check. I was like explicitly looking for hidden stuff. That's the whole point.
You did? Yeah, I did.
Looting bodies.
Well,
I didn't realize that was a thing, though. I thought it was like investigation and then looting, but maybe not. Oh, looting is your investigation.
That's what I nicknamed my investigation role.
Special one.
Right, no, I got confused. Sorry. All right, anyway. Yeah, I'll remember that from now on. But yeah, so I suppose at this particular point, Tao found it, to be honest. Found the little piece of paper.
Tao
that's
does
underneath.
all the things.
And as you go to open it up, it's a bit damp, right? But you go to open it up, and it is indeed a it's numbers. It's lots of numbers, data, transactions, those sorts of things.
Okay.
And there, it mentions specifically the load, the crates of, what do they call them there? The mirror bars, the big spindly looking things that you had before.
Right.
Yeah, the trade bars.
Yeah, the trade bars. So it tells how many that they're carrying, where they're going. They're going to the barge right in, right? That was their heading. That was where they were going. And yeah, nobody mentioned anything about the trade bars in terms of finding the delegation and finding the trade bars. There were no trade bars. Wherever they went, nobody knows.
Of course. Can I
This
tell
is
how
like a
these people?
slip from a ledger, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mark.
13 medicine check. Can I tell how these guys died?
Ooh.
What they were killed
yeah.
with?
So several of them seem to be bludgeoned pretty badly. And a couple of them, I say three of them happen to be bludgeoned pretty badly. 2 of them seem to have acid burns.
Yeah. So they were killed by a 90s hack.
Yeah.
By a what?
By a 90s hack. Think movies.
Acid burn. Yes.
Right.
Don't make fun of my favorite movie.
Yeah.
But it had Angelina
I
Jolie.
assumed you would get that reference.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right.
So, okay. Acid, huh?
Mm-hmm. All right.
Jeez.
So you can start burying the bodies again if you want, and then go check
I
out
already
the
started.
tomb, or-
There's like a one shovel full of dirt went down while Tal was still down there. Just like, hey, you done yet?
So I was thinking we're burying the feet while she's up there looting the pockets or something.
Okay. I rolled on the event,
Acid
and the
burn.
event is going to happen. The ground shakes again.
We has events.
Yeah, the ground shakes again. It moves around just a bit.
Starship acting, guys.
Yeah, starship acting right now.
Yeah.
But the interesting thing is that you hear what sounds like a mini explosion, but it's not near you. It's a bit off in the distance, and you hear this shriek, like this, like, and then this guy go, "What wrong?" And it's coming from over in this direction.
That sounds like an orc. Let's go kill him.
Sounds like an orc.
Right.
Well, we have to go. We're going to investigate, obviously. What do we see?
Okay.
So I'm gonna grab you guys. I'm
I've
gonna
got
put
a
you over
shovel.
there. Here we go.
Do it.
Map change. I'm going into skulking mode.
Map change, everybody.
Skulking.
25.
Oh, skulking rule. Nice.
Whoa, wait.
And there's music. Creepy
There's-
music.
Hopefully
have
that music's not too
music?
loud. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm on our end.
Oh, and then we
Wow.
lost Dubedak. Your video's gone.
I can see it fine.
Yeah?
Oh.
Lost it on me.
Oh,
Okay,
Victor's
this
stream
is
lag.
awesome.
You, Briar.
Stream
Mood
flag?
music, guys.
Do you need me to turn my camera on and off again, or what?
Probably reload it, yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Music is very creepy.
This is good.
How is the music, everybody? Is the music okay on your
I love
end?
it.
I mean,
Yeah.
the
Perfect for
viewers
me,
there.
it's
Hopefully it's
good.
not too loud. If the music's too loud, let me know. Alright.
So, I can roll my stealth, but it's not gonna be as good. Actually, it's
We're doing stealthy.
kick-ass. I got 15 on myself with disadvantage. Aha!
Okay. Oh no!
Accordion roll.
You just got
Woo!
your accordion out.
Briarstone.
Alright, very good.
Really?
This,
I
right.
really need to add the accordion here, Jimmy.
This is the reason we spread out. I always say, the sun goes to the right and Cal goes to the left. For exactly.
The highest dex in the group, and I
Yeah.
fall over everything. Oh God, this float. I swear,
We're not
I have
with.
to give you more vision
we're
there.
not with her.
Actually, no, you have 120 right now.
I,
Let's go for that.
Are we underground or?
No. I need to get the illumination. up.
accordion roll.
Just 1 second, I'll get the illumination.
It's not nighttime, right?
No,
Okay.
there we go. And again, I made this map before I got rid of these line of sight things.
Right.
So let me just move them. that
Oh
gone.
my
That's
god.
gone. There we go.
Whoa!
Okay.
Well, we know what feat I'm gonna have to take next, right?
Lucky
Lucky. God.
saves your bacon. It's great. Well, we're gonna get a feat next level, so it's good.
Interestingly enough, as you hear that shriek and you guys run over to see what's going on, I say run because somebody apparently is playing an accordion. You see Bust, I think, sort of moving back and forth, but it bursts out of the ground just with one big explosion. This individual right here.
Yoko.
Do you see it? Right there.
What?
Yeah.
That's some sort of giant
What?
bug. Oh, it's an ankeg.
Yep.
I bet.
Massive
We can
ankeg.
use it.
What?
We can bring the ankeg shells to Baragost and get them to make some full plate for us. Wait, hold on.
What?
We're getting keep full plate already, but yeah.
All right. So what ends up happening as you see this ankeg come up, it makes an immediate attack against this little fellow.
Like goblin?
Yep.
What?
It's a goblin. This right next to him
Guy
there.
over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tiny little bastard. Right?
Oh,
so,
that little tiny thing right there is a thing.
Yep.
Oh.
So he makes an attack.
Okay. Do ankeg have like an acid spit attack?
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
they
what
do.
Killed the delegation.
Yeah, it could have been a thing. Okay, so it actually misses, to my knowledge. Does it miss the goblin?
I think we're gonna need Lisan to make a knowledge nature check.
+5. No, okay. So it hits the goblin.
Dope.
Which is unfortunate
Bad
for
for the
him.
goblin.
I mean, so great.
Yeah, because he's got an AC of 50. Okay, yeah. So it does hit.
Dope.
Right.
I've got a passive of 14 and I rolled an 11.
And it's going to do 2 there.
Kiss one luck, I
and one of
wish.
these. Okay. So it does. All right. So the maul of this thing comes down.
An accordion emote. I'm getting one of those. I will make one. Yes, done. An accordion emote.
So this thing busts out of the ground as you see it, and it turns around and it bites down right at the small critter down at the base of him, and he goes to make that chomping. He does connect. He bites over the top of it, and you see the thrashing about the goblin as he's trying to avoid being totally hurt, but he does take some damage. And let's roll this. Okay. What happened?
Oh, she's just laughing at the fate of the goblin. She's a horrible person.
This is
Just
really
glad
bad.
to see him get eaten.
But he's a goblin. He's a nice goblin.
Oh, I'm sorry. The world accordion.
The world accordion to Ava. Oh, I get it. Oh, Jesus. All right. But anyway,
I'm sorry.
while you're off enjoying the demise of this goblin,
I'm sorry.
the goblin tries to make
Very
a
tragic.
grapple check against this big guy, and it does not work out in his favor. So this thing bites down on this goblin and tries to just hang on to him.
Oh,
Right, and he does. He's successfully gnawing on this goblin. This goblin is not able to just get away.
Oh, it's kind
Okay.
It is caught. So that's going to be.
Oh,
I don't know if I've ever fought ankegs ever in actual D&D other than Baldur's Gate.
Nope.
And I don't know any of them in 5th, but it feels to me like we've got something that's got a freaking grapple attack, that's got some sort of acid spit bullshit.
Yep.
Yeah.
None of this is going to be friendly.
First thing
The
that
question
happens.
is it friends with the ogre or not? Yeah.
First thing that happens is the big ogre comes stomping over, and is like, "Let my friend go," and he's gonna make his. And I think he will hit.
oh
If we help the ogre kill the ankeg, and then we make friends with the ogre.
That's a hit.
We could
It
use
might
a
be
pet.
possible, yeah. All right, so no, he does hit. He's going to hit for plus. It's supposed to be +5. What the hell? Oh no! Sorry, that is right. That is right. It's +3. Right. Okay. Sorry, I'm doing that wrong. I'm also rolling the wrong the wrong die. Okay, so he does. Okay, so he hits a nice slam against this individual, this big bug, if you will.
Yeah.
It's not a bug, it's a feature.
Right. And he does that much damage. Okay, very good. So there's a battle happening over here. For whatever reason,
Yeah.
And you guys can move. It's now your turn. Actually, give me a let's go ahead and get initiative rolls.
Yeah.
Where's my little guy? And where's the button? Oh God, I'm just
No.
rocking today. I'm gonna.
Die rolls are not your friend.
I got okay.
Your foot's still caught in the accordion.
Apparently, did you roll a 1 on your initiative?
She's
I
just
want to
waiting
find out
see
the
what's happening.
backstory of this accordion because I'm sure she's tried throwing it away before and it always comes back, usually underfoot.
One of those cursed items that keeps
One.
reappearing.
All right. Well, that's okay. So you guys can now move towards. Each square is about 5 feet. So you can move towards the back area.
Apparently not all of the skin. Oh God, I
For
can't
the sake
even
of this right
find
now,
me.
you can just move up.
I can't even
Okay.
find me. Oh, here we are.
And yeah, someone gave a great tip that while you're dragging, although these squares are actually
Yeah.
set to be 10 feet, so the math is going to be a little confusing to
Oh, that's
sort out.
probably me again. Screwed it up.
If you,
Yeah.
while you're dragging, if you tap the space bar, it'll bring up a
Yeah.
distance measure for you.
Oh, okay. Very good. Scully, hello and welcome. Thank you for hitting that foul button.
Yeah.
How much time do we have?
So I guess I can move. Well, I guess 300.
Oh, I don't do over.
Wait.
How far can I go?
Normally move 7 steps, so it would be 14.
This
So
is
I'll
the
move
Sans
to-
curse. Yeah, the accordion.
Here.
Oh, God.
Okay.
This afternoon, after stream, I will be making an accordion emote for my follow my subs.
Probably should be an
Absolutely.
awesome thing to do.
So how far can we
Yeah.
go? How
Um,
far can we go?
Use
Where do
your
I go?
movement.
I can't even find me.
Usually you can move 30, and then if you dash, you can move 30 again. But that
30
means
again.
you're not
You
shooting
can
or
move as
anything.
far as Tau did if you want.
Not
Okay.
quite. I move at 35.
Oh.
Okay, so you're gonna be about
Yeah.
10 feet behind.
You're behind the tree as opposed to the side of the tree.
Okay, so I could get back here or something.
But I could like move over
Right.
here, just like pull out my I don't know.
I guess
Pull out
there's
my
a hill. We're gonna have
blacksmith's
to go
hammer, and I
around.
could try and like hit that guy because I have line of sight from here to the end gate, right?
Yeah, you do right through the trees. I mean, it's on a hillside or a cliffside.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah. But of note right now, as
So
Tau
I
and the
could've-
sun, as you
yeah.
approach,
Yeah, I'm gonna
Boom.
come up here. Boom. We have a boom.
boom, right in
We
front of
have
you. Wait,
booms.
you moving
Oh.
that way or this way? I thought you moved
No,
this way.
I was gonna
Four
go
of
over
them.
here. I'm just trying to figure out spaces. I'm going over here. I was
Okay,
gonna
well,
try
that's
to,
fine,
because I
Okay.
can shoot hopefully an arrow through the trees is what I was hoping.
Okay. If there's another one over there, then I'm not going to
Oh!
crappy range attack. I'm gonna have to move up. Okay.
Bugs all over.
There's bugs everywhere.
Yes, there are.
And with that, guys, I have to stop to start my stream.
It's gonna have to. I think this is gonna be a fight. This is gonna be a cliffhanger fight for sure.
Yeah. Is this an ant keg as well?
Yep,
Something else. Oh, it is? Okay.
yep. I say boom, but that one actually rushed or jumped down from the cliffside up top. You can't really see up top. That cliff is pretty high. And I'm not gonna make it roll a check on its landing because it's just for flavor. It's awesome.
This seems like a great place to cut it. I mean, we won't have enough time to finish the fight, so.
But as we can see, there's going to be some issue.
Holy.
We do have a major
is,
fight on our
guys.
hands.
Here it is,
Yeah, this is
guys.
gonna hurt a lot.
Yeah. And kegs, yeah. It could be a thing.
Hot diggity dog. This is pretty good. Well, this will
Alright.
be fun. We have something to look forward to.
Yeah. Okay, I want to
Those
apologize
are
to everybody
bugs.
again.
They're features.
About- I want to apologize about the technical difficulties, obviously out of our control, but I kind of get it. It gets kind of annoying to see that over and over again. But hopefully next
Well, you
time.
guys were amazing. You stayed.
Yeah.
Everybody stayed. It was very,
Yeah,
really nice.
very much
So,
appreciated. And
Very nice.
right, so we're gonna be back, and we're gonna
so
have this
many
fight to do.
donations. Thank
Yes,
you.
I'm gonna do that right now. The donations
Okay.
starting with
We get to
Um,
start on a big bang next
yeah, we
week.
did.
Woo!
with Chemical Crash with $50 saying good morning. That was just like the instant that we started streaming. That was fantastic. $55 coming in from Lord of Time. Hope you can get that subscribe button soon. You are awesome, so stay awesome. Very much appreciated. Thank you for the kind
sweet.
words. And the $73.01 from Vagabond, or Boond, I should say. Finally, oh, there's another one from Last Revenant coming in with $10. But Vagabond says, finally made it to the live version of Sunday Morning Heroes, and yet I don't want to watch for
Very
spoilers.
nice.
Decisions. Either way, keep up the good job, Briar. Keep dying so much in all the games makes me laugh. Okay, very
You
good.
wanna
I'm
live
glad my
forever.
demise makes you happy. All right, $51.10 coming in from Woodstone. Finally caught you guys live. Keep up the fantastic work. I want and needs more. More is on the way. Do not worry. Jezagaya, because working on Sunday should be forbidden under a Geneva Convention, worst kind of torture. Thank you, Jezagaya, for your continued generosity.
You're a sweetheart lady. Thank you.
Super awesome. Keep up the good work. Loving the D&D. This is coming in from Doogie96 with $10. Thank you very much. Jasper, just a little something for Lord Overlord the Lord, $10 again. And then we have Venilator, $15. No message, but I get the message.
Lovely day.
You're an amazing person. Thank you. $20
Nice.
from the Evil Genius with hashtag make the stream work again. And it did. I would like to point out.
You
That's
did
true.
good. You did good.
Worked out swimmingly, I dare say. And then last Revenant, we just come in last. Last but not least, Revenant. $10. No message. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
we're gonna call it here, I guess.
Yeah,
And come
but
back next Sunday,
convention.
hopefully. Is it next Sunday? Are we available next Sunday? I think we are.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, everything's good.
So we
today.
should be
I
good.
can't think of anything.
Next Sunday.
I'm not going out anymore this summer. I've had enough of this having a life crap. I'm
Yeah,
done.
having a life is overrated.
I'm just playing games.
Who really leaves the house? No, okay.
Where's it? No.
Very good. So thank you one and all once again for
God,
being here.
yes.
Donations obviously are awesome. And they're you know making me. I've got to talk about this to certain people, but I'm getting that feeling that I can probably just maybe get the Sunday very soon now. Because you guys are you're making me believe that it's possible. So that's something. Also, what was I going to say after that? There was, oh, yes. And if you don't give monetarily, don't feel like you have to. It's definitely not, like, required, obviously. It's just
God, just thanks for being here.
just being here and being
Yeah,
nice to each other.
it's
That
good.
is an amazing thing. Being nice to the community
What a
that we
great
have.
chat.
Yeah. And, yeah, we'll be
This
back
is
next
fun.
time. We'll be back next
I'm gonna
time.
admit it's really hard sometimes to listen to things. So I'm sitting here reading and I'm trying to listen to you, and it's like, God, I wonder what's going on in the game because these guys are really funny. Like Demon Act breaking me.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Accordion to Ava.
Accordion to Ava.
So
Oh.
take care, everybody. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let everybody go now.
Bye,
So you have
guys.
a
I'm
few
going over
minutes
to my channel, get these started. So.
What are you playing today, Ava?
By request, Sims. We're playing more Sims today. So it was
Awesome.
requested.
Okay. So we're going to be hosting the Kiss for Luck from here in just a few seconds. Quill, until next time, where can we find you?
You can find me over at youtube.com/Quill18 and twitch.tv/Quill18 and Twitter Quill18. And would you like to know more?
Very good. And Demonac, where can we find you? Although you look stuck. Demonac, are you broke again? Okay, a Kiss for Luck, where can we find you until next time?
Okay, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, all the places. A Kiss for Luck.
That's so
That's
simple. I wish I could do that. Is he
I'm
back?
broken.
Is he
It's
back?
gone.
There he is.
I'm back to me. YouTube.com/Demonac. Check out Tales from my D&D campaign for more of this nonsense.
So good. If
Like
you
to
haven't
know
seen
more.
that, go do that. He's good.
Yeah,
It's
Tales
very
from my
good.
D&D campaign is amazing. So definitely go
Yeah.
check out Demonac on YouTube. And for myself,
The
obviously,
quality
you can
does
find me here.
improve as you go through the series.
Yeah. Start from the beginning, go all the way through.
It's worth it. It's
It is worth it.
amazing.
It
It's
gets progressively
really
better
good.
too, because
Thanks.
Demonac is a great storyteller. All
And
right,
it's based on games that happen right here in the house with these guys. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with these
Yeah.
two guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
absolutely. And two
So-
others as well, that real life friends of ours.
Yeah.
This is gonna be, yeah, it's really fun
We're
stuff.
also funny.
And also very funny things that happen.
Ah.
But anyway, obviously you can find me
See you
here. You
next
can find
week.
me later. At on YouTube. I got a YouTube channel.com/Briarstone. You can find me there, and as well as Twitter if you like to hear me ramble about things. But other than that, that's it. That's all. We're gone. I will see you guys later.
Bye.
Have a good day. Have a good evening wherever you are in the world. This is Briarstone and Company saying goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.